Okay guys, I think it's working, please. I hope so bad it's working because I've turned the quality down to 480 pixels, which is terrible quality, but hopefully it's working. I'm also using mobile data now, which as well, again, mobile data is also very bad here. I've got 1 bar of strength here, so that's as good as I can actually get in this room, so without going outside. Hi Grim Reaper, hi Nasser, hi Ion, hi Habisfaction, hi everyone who was on the previous stream who's just tuning in. Let me know please if you can hear me or not. Please do so because I have no idea if it's working or not on here. What I will say is that Chelsea were just on a defensive maneuver there. Robert Sanchez having to make a catch from Doué there. Also, let me bring this over so Dynamites can be in the thing there. There we go. So, do a like. You can hear W's. Let's go, please. Yeah, a ton, but as it stands, it's good, which is great. I also now got 2 bars of strength on the 4G, which is great. Savior of the day is the phone. Hi, Habisfaction, welcome. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Nusser. Yeah, W saved by Rob Sanchez. Was Donnarumma out of the box that far? Yes, this is my little brother, Dynamites. Yeah, he was on the earlier watch-alongs. He didn't make it to most of them because of his football tournament. You can actually say how it was now since it's your thing working, yeah?
Yeah.
Since, of course, the chat and that's working now, so you can say.
Well, like, we played a couple of matches. Yeah, it went well. Yeah.
Can you get like a Ballon d'Or trophy or something?
Oh yeah, I got a Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, he'll show you, he got a replica Ballon d'Or at home, which is great. He'll show you after. But yeah, currently Chelsea is just trying to defend PSG here. They're doing some high press now. Chelsea did have initial control over this because they were very pressy attack in the first 10 minutes of this. Yeah, what position are you?
I play CM, midfield, anywhere in the midfield.
Okay. And also, that's as good as I can guess, both onto camera there, unfortunately. But yeah, midfield for him, and for me, it's I play left wing striker. Those like that, yeah, those positions. So put Vinny over there. But yeah, this game's working now. Great. Can't wait to watch some more of this game because over there. But yeah, exactly, Habisfaction. This match is looking pretty tense, I will say that. And so far, Chelsea are looking dangerous. And yes, it's 0-0 currently, for sure. Usually we have the scoreboard down below, but of course, since I'm streaming off my phone now with the new Wi-Fi, yeah, I can't put the scoreboard on here. But yeah, currently 0-0. It's the 20th minute, 28th second, if I can pronounce letters and numbers properly. But yeah, your ACL is still not fully cured. Hopefully it does get cured, Grim Reaper, because that'll be so good if it does. And Musiala, don't think Musiala's playing in this game, but yeah, he did get a pretty bad injury in the match against PSG for Bayern. Of course, he got it's like a broken ankle or something. I forgot what he got exactly, but he got something. Here's Cole Palmer running forward. Hi, Javed, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, and hope everyone's doing well who's joined the stream. Cole Palmer just retaining some possession here. I'm just thankful that we can actually stream this because, of course, for anyone who was here before, they know that we had 4 streams up before this because they were all like lagging out a ton. But this one's doing good, which is great. Robert Sanchez now with the ball, and he's just going to give a long pass down to the right side there. It looks like Gusto's on, and this is a chance for Chelsea. There could be, and this is a shot. It's just past Palmer. Cole Palmer takes the shot, and it's a goal for Chelsea. It's 1-0. Javed, hi AR, hi Patrick. Oh my goodness, goal, 1-0. I'm going to pin the score in the chat so that we can actually, you know, pretend that that's the scoreboard, of course. Let's go pin this one. But 1-0, Cole Palmer, brilliant. That is amazing. There's a little bit of a brawl going on here. What is happening here? Whoa, players starting to fight. Hakimi needs to chill out. And yeah, Dynamite's got a haircut, exactly. It's looking like it at the moment. Hakimi is having an argument here with Enzo. And someone else. 1-0. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it, guys. Honestly insane. What's your take on that goal?
Yeah, it was a good cutback by Gusto originally and a good run. Also, the initial pass from Robert Sanchez was brilliant. That might be...
No, it's onside because the back line there is kept onside. Is that Beraldo playing? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's Beraldo.
Playing. Gusto did take the shot, but it was blocked by Beraldo. And then Cole Palmer just with a clean finish.
Yeah.
He's calm right there, just hitting it bottom left corner.
Yeah, Hakimi after scoring a goal or a farm. Yeah, exactly. Hakimi's been doing brilliant, by the way, in this tournament. He's been insane. But yeah, Dynamite's back in 1 month, of course, on the football tournament, AR, but he's doing good now. And yeah, Palmer silencing the haters. We always believed in Cole, you know. One of my favourite players to watch on Chelsea, and he's just doing it again here, being that guy. But yeah, I'm doing good as well. Thanks for asking, Ion. Yeah, and Dynamite, assuming, is doing good. It is 1 a.m. here. Dominant display from Chelsea. They've been looking pretty good in this matchup. I will say that. Let's have a look here quickly at the lineup here.
Yeah, they are. Grim Reaper, they are playing 4-2-3 on wide.
Yeah, exactly. And then PSG playing a classic 4-3-3. And they're playing, of course, much higher pressing nature, of course, with Dembele and Doué. And you feel like Hakimi will score? Yeah, for sure. I feel like Hakimi's got very good attacking sense. He's got very good goal-scoring sense. Oh, here's another chance for Chelsea out on the left side here. Yeah, Pedro going to receive that one. Of course, he's been brilliant since he's been purchased from Brighton. Just looks like such a good striking player. It's offside, I think. This is go for end-to-end. Yeah, exactly. I think this can be an end-to-end match for sure. And we saw you cry on the telly. I cried. I did. What's the temperature where I'm staying? I don't know, to be honest. I haven't checked. But yeah, in Sri Lanka, it's pretty humid. It's not really cold, hot or cold. It's more humid, if anything. And I'm more near your home now. Cool, AR. That's cool. And Kavara, you think he'll assist? I do think Kvaratskhelia will in this game. He is just that guy. He is so good in terms of attack. Very dangerous. Real Madrid made the mistake of not marking him enough. He's very good on the defense as well. He comes back and presses a lot. I don't know what you mean, Breton, but by me crying on the TV. I don't remember myself crying on a TV. But here we go. Kvaratskhelia receiving a very nice ball there from Nuno Mendes. But yeah, just cleaned up by Chalobah. That was a good defensive clearance from Chalobah. And Kvaratskhelia just denied a little run there on the left side. Breton Davey capping harder than when Bellingham said La Remontada. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't remember myself crying, but if anyone does, yeah, let me know. Smash like for memory loss. And this is now, oh yeah, my predictions. I didn't say. I do think this actually might be a Chelsea win. I actually had them winning this game as a surprise fluke match, though. You know, PSG winning, of course, wouldn't be a surprise to me either. I would say for this one, 3-2. Maybe I have to go into extra time, you know, win a goal. Could also be for penalties, you know. Let's bet on PSG to win corners, let's eat. Yeah, I mean, PSG, you can never deny them not winning a match now, especially their current form. Chelsea just have got this fluke goal here. It's really put them in front. If I was going into this match without knowing about that goal before, predictions-wise, I would have said PSG maybe 3-2. But now I'm thinking Chelsea 3-2, just because, you know, this is an end-to-end match. I knew it was going to be an end-to-end match, and for sure, Chelsea have got the quality to sort of defend and attack when needed. And even if PSG wins, Chelsea prove they're better at the moment than Real Madrid. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Madrid were very bad. They were very bad in that match before. It was honestly disgusting. But yeah. Chelsea are looking better, I will say that. They're better in terms of team chemistry, team synergy, walking down the field. You know, they can transition. Their defense is better, but Real Madrid have a lot to go, you know. They have a lot to go. And PSG can come back 100%. There's no doubt in my mind they can come back. That's why I said 2-2 going to extra time. For sure, PSG won't lose an extra regular time, if anything, unless we're absolutely surprised out of our minds here. But yeah, if Chelsea pulls this off, one of the biggest upsets in final history, except on TV, called PSG to win. Yeah, exactly, Patrick. Most people did predict PSG would get a pretty easy win here, but Chelsea have been providing, you know, some good attacking quality. Cole Palmer just showing the finish there again. Such a nice finish. I got to say, it was a really nice one. Chelsea could win it in like the Champions League 2021. Yeah, maybe. It really just depends on if Chelsea can keep complacent, if they can continue on this sort of form. They've had at the start of this match, you know, very attacking football, very complacent in the defence line, and yeah, they've just secured here a goal lead, which is what you need against this PSG side. It's funny that not even a single game got in pens. Exactly, I can't believe that no games got to pens here. Really is a big surprise for me. I did expect, you know, a couple of games to go to penalties, especially in the semis, the quarters. I expected at least one game, 0 games to pens. That is insane. So let me close this off now. But yeah, your thoughts on the game so far, DinoDoomz?
I think Chelsea's been doing lots of press, which PSG usually do with Dembele up front, but I think they've sort of been getting like too much pressure on them. So Dembele doesn't really have that, like... Yeah, that energy to like pass through, you know, because we saw him against Real Madrid. He had an easier time because, of course, Real Madrid were using, you know, Rudiger and Asensio. Not great, honestly. They were not great. And Dembele, though, you know, find here for a Chelsea. Palmer, this could be another goal. Another goal for Chelsea. This could be very interesting if they do get another one. Cole Palmer takes the shot and it's another goal. It's 2-0. Cole Palmer with a brace. Oh my goodness. 2-0. 2-0. Cole Palmer brace. Cole Palmer brace. Oh my goodness, guys. Same corner.
It's an upset. It's an upset so far. Wow. Palmer versus PSG. Who would have expected shushing the haters, you know, for sure now. Wow. No one could have expected that Cole Palmer would get 2 goals this early on into the match. What in the world is going on here? What's your take on that goal? Because that was insane.
Yeah, he curved on the pass off, but he just kept it. He's cold.
He's cold.
Too
Palmer.
good. He just hits it same corner. Probably his favourite corner.
Exactly.
Bottom left.
Going bottom left both times. Exact same goal, it looks like. It's the exact same goal, basically. Cole cuts in. Does a nice little cut, curls it, but it's the same goal. It's Botafogo, second by Cole Palmer and third by Cole Palmer. And so far, Donnarumma hasn't really been challenged in this tournament, at least not to the highest degree, but this is crazy. He's literally not really, you know, his goalkeeper positioning is at best average. The defensive positioning currently in this game is not great either for PSG. So, you know, insane how PSG have really gone down here twice in a matter of minutes, really. And bro's going to be MVP 100%. He's going to be the MVP 100%. There is no doubt in my mind Cole's getting the MVP now.
He might actually get a hat-trick. There's actually a high chance now. All he needs is one more goal.
Yeah, for sure, though. Of course, if PSG, like someone on their team scores 3 goals, gets an assist, 100%, they'll get MVP. But at least at the moment, as it stands, Cole Palmer's, you know, looking very good to get the MVP this early on in the game. 31 minutes. Smash like for pens, exactly. Smash like for goals. We love to see goals, you know.
Also, what was happening there, by the way? There was like a big pull down, and I think that was a bad call by the ref not calling that.
There's going to be a throw in here for Chelsea. Cole Palmer just talking with his coach, I think. Yeah, I can't believe what I'm seeing either. This is just really, you know, great attacking football here from Chelsea. And what I got to say as well is that Cole Palmer is not being silenced by Nuno Mendes. Just looked at the replay then. He is not being silenced at all. Nuno Mendes is not doing great against Cole, and that's interesting because he's done great against every other, you know, winger, but Cole isn't, you know, the winger type. He's more of a, you know, a 10 position. He's playing cam most of the time. I know he can play right wing. That's, you know, one of his other main positions, but of course he's not. He really tries to cut in a lot of the times, and it's just interesting to see Nuno's struggling a bit with him. He is actually struggling. And see, look, Cole Palmer now getting the ball, just passing out to Gusto. This is going to be interesting to see if Chelsea can get off a third goal here before half-time, because that will really give them the cushion they need against this PSG side, start being a little bit more, you know, defensively, you know, smooth with the ball. They don't have to really play it for the attack anymore once they get that third goal. Nuno Mendes does clean up Gusto there nicely. What an insane match, though. I will say this match has been looking insane. Honestly, in all terms, 2-0. I can't believe it. Still believe in PSG coming. Let's be realistic. PSG catch Chelsea on the counter. Chelsea is cooked. Exactly. Chelsea is cooked 100% on counter-attacking football, but so far Chelsea has cooked in counter-attacking football. Chelsea's been cooking PSG in this counter-attack. And what is happening? Yes, what is happening? Chelsea 2, PSG 0. Who would have thought going into this match? Not many people would have thought that. But yeah, insane. Yeah, British rivalry, but surprising many United, Liverpool and Arsenal fans going for PSG. Yeah, that is pretty crazy, you know, a lot of different people here going for PSG against Chelsea. I would have thought more, you know, more enjoyment through neutral supporting, but of course, yeah, maybe you don't want up on your rivals, but it doesn't really matter, let's be honest. Watching this match neutrally anyway, just want to see some enjoyment here. Botafogo beat PSG, Chelsea can beat PSG. Yeah, exactly. 100%. If Botafogo beat PSG, you know, Chelsea shouldn't struggle, really. Real Madrid struggled. Embarrassment to football, honestly. Embarrassment that Real Madrid did such a bad game. Really hope that they can get that defence fixed up because it's not looking great. And here is Cucurella just taking a free kick here. And you're still going PSG for the quadruple. I mean, you know, 2-0 now, it's not that bad. Neto just got a yellow card then. Just arguing the referee. I mean, I don't really like this ref, to be honest, guys. I was saying it before in the laggy stream, but when it was cutting out every 3 seconds, that this ref is the same one who refed multiple games. He refs in the AFC Confederation, so he's reffing AFC Champions League football. Personally, I don't like him. I've seen him make a lot of bad mistakes as a referee, but yeah, he is reffing this one. And what are the 2 players who got 4 goals in this tournament? Isn't it Gonzalo Garcia and Olise, I think? I don't know. You can let me know, Grim Reaper, if I'm wrong, but I think it was Gonzalo Garcia and Olise. Though I'm probably forgetting someone else. Di Maria, I think, got 3. I think he got a hat-trick of penalties. But yeah, I don't think anyone else got above that. And who are you guys going to think will have the most shots from PSG during the second half? I'm looking to run a second half prop play. I think that Cole Palmer is going to be the most deadly for Chelsea. I will say that, Joel. I will say Cole Palmer is going to be the most deadly in terms of shots. Oh, Marcus Leonardo. Oh, interesting. Okay, I did not know that. Well, W's Leonardo, you know, proven that he can strike the ball great. He's on combined goals and assists. I think that's what it is. But yeah, for me, most deadly player for Chelsea is going to be Cole Palmer. Even before this game, before the 2 goals, I would have said it regardless. And for PSG as well, it has to be for me, Kvaratskhelia. I mean, I know the Dembele hype for Ballon d'Or, but to be honest, Kvaratskhelia, ever since he joined PSG, has just looked so deadly. Caicedo getting a yellow card there. And you got 2 against Man City. Yes, he did get 2 against Man City. I just forgot the other goal he got. He got the goal against Pachuca. What else the goal did he get? Didn't he get one against, who was it? No. Yeah, one against Fluminense, sorry. Why did I say Real Madrid? No. Fluminense, he got 1 against there. So 4 goals in total, 100%. It's hard to find a good ref these days. Exactly, Kazuma. Hard to find a good ref at all because really most refs are pretty atrocious these days. Saying 3 performances, but there has been a couple of good ones, couple of surprises. Didn't expect Michael Oliver to be on the list for me as one of the best refs in this tournament, but yeah, he somehow made the list, interestingly. Maybe he's only bad in the Prem. But yeah, it's surprised that he's on that list there. Here's a very good chance for PSG, just cleared away by Robert Sanchez. Ian Boona carrying Al Hilal. Yes, 100% Grim Reaper. Definitely Boona was carrying Al Hilal, and Leonardo was doing great. I mean, he wasn't the best in terms of striking capabilities because, of course, most of his goals were from very close range, very well set up by his teammates. But yeah, I would say between him, Koulibaly and Boona, bit of luck for Leonardo, but of course, luck doesn't beat skill any day of the week, so definitely involved a lot of skill to be positioned correctly. Chelsea, don't lift your foot off the gas. PSG can strike quickly and often. 100%. Chelsea better not start, you know, coughing up this defense here, because so far they've been good in terms of possessional play, being good in terms of attack. I mean, before this match, Enzo Maresca was asked, are your players willing to suffer? And he said, who said that? Like asking like his players aren't going to suffer. So far they haven't. And he's right. They're not suffering. PSG are suffering. So well done, Enzo, for backing up his, what he says. You talk and you back up, on the field. And since Mitrovic and Timbuktu and Mitrovic injured, 100%. Salam also injured, I think he's injured for 8 weeks now, Salam, which is great for Al Nassr going into the preseason, the start of the season, But PSG look rattled 100%. And Nuno's having a lot of defensive pressure, having to move away because Nuno Mendes has been not the best in this game. I will say that. I thought he'd be, mopping up Cole Palmer pretty easily and Gusto, but no, he's not. He's actually having a hard time here. Tom Brady in the stands there, just showing him here. Don't know who he was going for. I'm sure he's just going to be enjoying as a neutral. So far, a brilliant game of football in terms of attack from both sides. The scoreline doesn't just show the full story here. So yeah, hope Xavi is taking notes from this game. 100% hope Xavi is, because Champions League next season, we're going to have to verse this side. We're going to have to, and we're going to have to beat them because this PSG side is still deadly. It's still the most deadly side in the world, regardless of the outcome here. PSG can have a bad game. They haven't had a bad game yet, and this is the first. And yeah, it's not looking great at the moment for them though. Nuno Mendes back to Beraldo. I will say Pacho's been missing from the squad. He has been definitely missing from this squad because he just has something in that defense that they're missing currently. Beraldo's not providing it. I don't know. It's like defensive positioning is just not at his best. Like, what's your take on that, DinoDoomz?
Beraldo?
Pacho missing from the squad, and also Beraldo replacing. Whoa, what a save by Robert Sanchez there quickly. Just before you say.
Also counter-attack.
Yeah, wait, we'll just say this counter-attack here because this is looking like another good counter-attack. It's a 3v2. Another cross going over. What the heck was that? Nah, okay, you can say that.
Yeah, so Beraldo replacing Pacho. Pacho was crucial in some of the matches early on, and also in Champions League. I think he was a great player then. Also proving himself in the league too. And I think Beraldo, he hasn't really had as much experience this season. He hasn't played as many games. Also, is he like primarily a centre back? I'm pretty sure he was primarily a CM.
Let's
if
see.
I'm right.
Let's see, Lucas Beraldo.
I swear
Let's hope
he
the
was
Wi-Fi can
primarily...
load his position. No, left back and centre back.
Ah, okay.
I think you're thinking of someone else.
Yeah.
But yeah, also corner had one corner, PSG 0. PSG's possession-wise, 66% ball possession for PSG compared to Chelsea's 34%. Very interesting. If you're done with this tournament, find good rest. FIFA, it ain't that hard. Yes, hire us. All three of us will do a brilliant job at reffing these games. I'm sure of it. Yeah, this ref is trash, and now you know what we have to deal with. Al Nassr in the AFC Champions League have to deal with these types of guys. All the refs are like this, except they're worse, actually. This guy's the best of the worst. Doué just holding up for the corner. It's going to be PSG's first corner of the game, so we'll see some corners here for Paris in this game, at least in the first half. And, hoping that they can get a header connection here, maybe get a play-off. Vitinha's going to be taking... Let's see if a goal can get come back here. And Vitinha takes it short. Nuno Mendes passes out. There's a little pass out. That's not the best touch. I don't know who did that touch. It wasn't the best. Vitinha now. He should have done the first time cross. I don't know why he cut back. Little lob, but yeah, that was a waste. That was a complete waste of possession there from PSG. That was not great. I don't know who did that bad touch. Someone did a bad touch there.
I think that was Doué.
Yeah, I think it was Doué. Not the best touch. And then, don't know why Vitinha does sometimes. That's what I'm saying with Vitinha. Like, I think he's one of the best midfielders currently. But sometimes he just does these excess skills, I feel like, that aren't really necessary. Like, he did that cut back there. There's no need to do it. Just do the first time cross because you would have had a better chance, though your teammates are a bit incompetent in that play there. Here's another chance. Cole Palmer pushing forward. Can he get a hat-trick? Passes through. Oh my goodness, oh my god, 3-0. 3-0. What a pass. This is Cole's that guy. He's
Palmer
that guy.
MVP.
Yeah, Pedro gets a goal. 3-0. Oh my goodness, 3-0. Yeah, Pedro.
Hits the Ronaldinho celebration.
This is disgusting to watch. I can't believe it. So PSG absolutely thrash every other team, and then Chelsea absolutely thrashes them. PSG look like a mediocre side here. They look like last year's PSG, actually, more than anything. Don't know what happened in the training before this one, but it's not looking good. I will say that. It's not at all. They don't look great. They actually look very bad. It just, you know, this attack from Chelsea. Look at Cole Palmer's pass. What is that? Just goes straight through the entire defence.
And then that first time chip there by João Pedro, right over Donnarumma.
And I will say this again, Donnarumma is not the best goalkeeper in position-wise. I will say that. He hasn't been always my best goalkeeper, like not one of my top-rated guys, and he's just showing himself here again today, what he was like before his form that he found, you know, in those couple of matches where he's not positioning himself in the best way. He's not really, you know, coming out, doing his job. But again, this defence is atrocious. There's not much to blame on him when you've got this type of defence going on. Yeah, Nuno Mendes is terrible today. I will say that. He's not, you know, defending that right side at all. Cole's got the whole field open. And to be honest, this game might have actually thrown my Ballon d'Or pick for him as, you know, as the Ballon d'Or winner. I had Nuno Mendes there, but this might have thrown it a little bit today because he's not doing great at all. And I will pin this 3-0 thing because it's not 2-0 anymore, it's 3-0. Smash like for goals. But yeah, Hakimi now to Beraldo, Nuno Mendes. Look at Cole Palmer's pressure, just like they say about Dembele's pressure. Look at Cole Palmer's pressure. My goodness. Oh, that's a good pass by Nuno Mendes. Just cleared away by Chelsea. Caught by Robert Sanchez. Yeah. You went to grab a snack, you have 3-0. Wow. And what is going on? Chelsea are proving that, you know, even if you're the best side in the world, you're always up for high pressure. And that's what I'm saying. High press against this side. I thought PSG should have really conceded to Real Madrid if Real Madrid did a high press. But no, Xabi Alonso didn't really do his high press. He went back to Don Carlos' tactics for the PSG game. If he had just played the same tactics that he did every other game, then, you know, we would have had a couple of goals there, Real Madrid, because they had a high press, sort of, you know, a nice gegenpress style there, but not anymore, really. It's not what happened in that match. They went to Don Carlos. We all know how the Ballon d'Or works. And so that's the problem with Ballon d'Or for me personally. Cole Palmer scored 2 goals and an assist. Yeah, 100% Cole Palmer MVP now. There's no doubt about it. You don't even have to play out the full match and see that he's the MVP of this match. Just the way he's positioning, the way he's pressing, he's just that guy in this match. He really is just showing that he's, you know, the best player on the field. And, you know, I always thought of Cole. I always thought that he was that, you know, just that good at football. He had a lot of haters when he came back from his injury saying, oh, he's just a pen merchant, whatever. This guy's not a pen merchant. This guy actually knows what he's doing here, and he looks so good. He is just genuinely such a joy to watch. And no PSG winning this now unless there is a complete Chelsea collapse, which is still possible. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you, Patrick. There is a possibility of a Chelsea collapse. You know how they worked against Flamengo, of course. There was a complete collapse in the second half after a dominant first half display. I know it was only 1 goal before the second half, but yeah, definitely, you know, even a goal back here from PSG might have them a little bit of, you know, fire into the next half. But at the moment, yeah, nothing. Cole Palmer Ballon d'Or. Yeah, Cole Palmer Ballon d'Or, you know, one performance gets in the ball. Oh my goodness, what the heck was that? Was that a touch? Was that like an own goal almost?
I'm not sure, but
who touched that? Oh,
no, it was a header by João Neves there.
Yeah, João Neves connects with that. I thought it was an own goal for a second. I thought Chalobah kicked it backwards into the net, but no. Great catch by Robert Sanchez. Good reaction time there. That was great. Missed the good old days when Chelsea were being trolled alongside Man U and Spurs. Yeah, well, not anymore. Chelsea building that strong team, you know. They got, you know, Bino Gittins as well. Yeah, Pedro's coming. They got some other guys. They've got, who else they got? Who else did they get? Didn't Vitinha used to play for Chelsea as well?
He did?
I swear he did. Just having a brain fade here, you know, this early in the morning. Let's have a look. I swear he did. I swear he played there like a season ago. No, he didn't. Okay, I don't know why I'm thinking of that. I swear Chelsea had someone that looked like him. that look like him. Do I think PSG can come back like Liverpool versus AC Milan? No, not really. I mean, at the moment it looks not great, but yeah, you know, you never count PSG out, especially on their form this season. But again, it's not looking great. I did say a 3-0 cushion would be enough for Chelsea, but yeah, we're gonna have to see. I swear, someone like Vitinha was on Chelsea's team though. That's why I thought he was on there. I mean, he would fit great in their system, I'm not gonna lie. In that midfield, he would look great. But I don't know. I swear there was someone that looked like him. Maybe I'm just thinking Neto looks. Thoughts on the third goal? You never said your thoughts on that third one.
Well, that initial pass by Cole Palmer, that was brilliant. Just passes it between Nuno Mendes and Beraldo. I do think Mendes could have accepted that because it was like a metre away from him. He could have slid in, but he hasn't been the best this match. But then that finish from João Pedro was out of this world, just chipping it.
Yeah, look at that.
Over Donnarumma.
There's Cole's first goal. It's just, you know, he's just passing into the back of the net, really. And then, and Pedro's chip, as you said, for the third goal there. That was just, you know, such a beautiful chip. And exactly, Andrew Wright, first of all, welcome to the stream. And this PSG side is not doing great. They're not the same side that we saw a couple of days ago, you know. They're definitely showing a lot less quality. There's handball appeal here. I think there was actually a handball by Cole Palmer, but the referee didn't call again. Cole just gives the ball away. That was a good visionary pass, though. I will say that. Just not discovered by João Pedro. João Pedro is brilliant on the attack. I will say Liam Delap's having a run for his money here with João Pedro on. Though Delap, I still think, should start. Maybe alongside him, a double striker formation could be a possibility. Nasser Khalifa in the crowd for PSG, of course, the owner. And he is looking very, very, very frustrated because his team's come all this way and they're not going to wear this badge. Luis Enrique is not looking happy either. What went wrong in the training? What went wrong? Something's gone wrong here because they're not playing, you know, at that standard that they've been having this season, especially the second half of this season. The first half, you know, they were a little bit shaky, but the second half they have been having, you know, this sort of standard set of having dominant plays, you know. It's just not anymore. This makes Chelsea Champions League favourites. They beat the champs. 100%. Chelsea are looking, though, extremely good. They actually look extremely good. I will say that. I mean, they beat Fluminense, who are pretty, you know, dominant in terms of this Club Cup competition. We all actually thought Fluminense would get to the final, but they were very good in terms of that. It is half-time currently now, and 3-0. That is amazing. You can read out the halftime stats here.
Hey, also,
I'm just getting a drink of water.
Where is Dembele going, by the way?
Dembele? What do you mean?
He's like everyone's going to the side, then he's just running back to the goal. Oh,
I don't know. Maybe he's collecting something off the side there. But read the stats. Sorry, the ratings don't really show everything. But I'll just get a drink of water.
I just want to say though, Cole Palmer has a 9.1 rating. And the next highest rating is Gusto with 7.8, so he's far above everyone on the field right now. Anyway, let's see stats. Okay, using Vinny's head as a stand, that's normal.
I mean, you can only see your face really because you're not tall enough.
A ball possession. Actually, Chelsea only have 30% possession in this match today. And PSG have 70%, which is interesting. I do think Chelsea are playing lots of counter-attacking compared to PSG. Because, like, Chelsea, they've only had... they've had 6 shots, right? All of them that have been on target have been a goal. And then there's just been a couple of missed opportunities. See, Donnarumma hasn't made a single save so far.
What's Dembele's rating?
Dembele's rating is a 6.3. He's not the highest on PSG, but not the lowest either. The lowest is Donnarumma with a 4.9 because he hasn't made a save this game, which is not like him at all this season. Not like him.
Especially the second half of the season as well.
Yeah.
Gone back to like how he was before this season, really. La remontada? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I mean, I'm usually confident in comebacks, you know, for a lot of teams, but this PSG side just look absolutely rattled by what Chelsea's done here. Chelsea have really put on, you know, a show to remember, and very respect for them. They've come in here after, you know, everyone doubting them, everyone saying, oh, you're playing players willing to suffer. I mean, comment says that in a press conference. Let's be honest, you shouldn't be saying that sort of stuff, but they've come in here. No remontada in the second leg. Yeah, I mean, Luis Enrique did once. Yeah, in the second leg. There's no second leg here, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's all over, I think. PSG win. I'm so used to saying PSG win this season.
I need water, so
yeah, no problem. But yeah, as I was saying, let's go. And did you read all the stats?
No, not yet.
Also, you still got your mic on.
Yeah, I know. Is that fine?
Yeah, sure. But yeah, so basically, what stat did you get up to?
I got up to big chances. I haven't read them yet. Okay,
big chances 2 for Chelsea, 0 for PSG. 1 big chance that Chelsea missed, and 0 for PSG missed. 126, 79% accuracy for Chelsea in terms of passing, and PSG 344, 91% accuracy. So PSG is still better in terms of passing. 344 accurate passes, my goodness, 91% accuracy. That's triple the passes, basically. Fouls committed, Chelsea 7, PSG 2. And corners, both teams 1 offside for Chelsea. And yeah, if Enrique can do it once, if he can do it, he's the remontada king for sure. If he can get back from this, that 3-2 is the max, again, as I said, in terms of score-wise, but I don't think it's possible though. And I'm a legend if I know who Holly Hills is. What? Let me search this up. Hope this isn't weird. Oh, from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Okay, I forgot about that, yeah. Wait, is that who you're actually referring to? Someone from Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Bro, I haven't read those books in like a year. I read all the series, but it's been a long time. I actually read the books when they, you know, the first one was published. I think the first 3 were published when I started reading it, and then, you know, made more and more. Okay, I see you referring to that. Well, I'm a legend then, I guess. He did against City by 2 goals, but this is 3 goals. Yeah, I think 2 goals is a little bit easier than 3. There's a halftime player interview here for Cucurella. I don't know what he's saying because I don't have captions, but let's just assume this is what Cucurella is saying. We put on a good performance first half, but of course we can score more goals, 100%. You never can count us out because we are the best team currently in the world. That's what Cucurella just said there, supposedly. On what I up in my brain. And yes, this is the final not so chap. In your club, your teammates call you Neuer. Then you'd be good if your teammates call you Neuer, Grim Reaper, because I didn't read it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great read, I will say that. You know, never hate on something until you've tried it. And yes, W's not so chap for tuning in. W's?
W's.
Okay, they can't even see your mouth, by the way. Bro's so short he doesn't even appear on the screen.
No, look, you're sitting on a pillow, I'm not.
No, I'm not. My pillow's like 2 centimeters thick. It's not even that big. Let's just see this replay of this first goal here. That was a good cutback by Gusto originally, and he just passed it off to Cole. Nice, simple finish. It's the first goal and the second goal are identical, basically.
Except without the cutback part by Gusto. That was a brilliant assist by Colwell, by the way. Just sees that vision. He's surrounded by like 5 players and just hits it out. And then
simple shot by Cole. Easy. And El Dino, not El Dino, W Dino. He's not sitting on a pillow, but his pillow's like, my pillow's like this thick. It's like thinner than Vinny. It's like leg here. See how thin Vinny's leg is? It's thinner than that.
Wait, by the way, I think his arms are dislocated. Tell me if they're dislocated arms.
Or this, where the come off.
I think also comes off the wrong way. He was upside down.
What was else? You carried your team by getting 12 saves. Okay, that is impressive. I gotta say, Grim Reaper, very impressive there. Dino is L. No, I'm not L. W Dino. Dino, do the shush, celeb. They want you to do the shush on me.
This one?
If you do that, I'll break Vinny into
Wait,
pieces.
by the way, I think... What is wrong with him? How
is this a halftime performance, by the way? What is this?
Yeah, I think
You think you're lagging? It's probably me. I will say that. There was a lot of lag in the first, 10 minutes of this match. But yeah, it's working better, which is great. What in the world is this, by the way? Why is there some random lady singing on top of the thing here? This stadium is empty. What is this? Why is it so empty? Maybe it's because everyone's gone in for the halftime, but I expected this one to be full. I'm going to be honest, I did expect it to be full. Not looking good, I will say that. It's not looking good at all in terms of attendance for this tournament. I mean, they keep saying, the attendance was great, but yeah. Yeah, random lady, I don't know who this is. They're showing them on the screen. What is this? I think it's a halftime show. We're going to get a lot of those at the World Cup, I will say that. Personally, I like the idea of the halftime player interviews and manager interviews. I like also the idea that they were going to put the cameras inside the what's it called, locker rooms during halftime. I forgot the word there, brain fade. Smash like for that. But
People
I don't really like
cameras.
halftime concerts. I'm going to be honest. Why is it? It's sponsored by Panini, I think.
What is that dancing? Okay.
Dino, you missed out. Dino cooked Vinny by throwing him across the room like 4 times across 2 streams. Yeah, I threw Vinny across the room like 2 streams in a row.
Why?
Why are you breaking Vinny?
No, I'm fixing him because you pulled him apart.
The background dancers are dressed in Sweden's colours. I don't know what's going on. I think they're meant to represent Panini because they're like red and yellow, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Where's the scoreboard? Since we're streaming on the phone, Dorito Chip, because it's so laggy on the PC, I'm streaming off mobile data. So yeah, there's no scoreboard unfortunately, but I did pin the score in the comments. I think you can see it's 3-0. Yeah, Pedro scored the 3rd goal. Actually, I do. But yeah, unfortunately, lads, I have to stream off the phone. I will like to stream off the PC, but yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. It says, I love how every like 3 seconds on this as well, it says, no data. The stream will end since you have no data. It's like I'm streaming off mobile data. I'm like connected to the cell tower. Can you like not do that, YouTube? Yeah, there's a full-on concert going on here, by the way. And yeah, get ready to deal with halftime shows in the cup. I believe Eminem will sing in the final. I thought it was Coldplay. Eminem would be good in the final though, since I like M personally. But yeah, I mean, really, Coldplay or Eminem, I understand the final, both brilliant artists. Coldplay especially because they're like a football artist. M just because he's one of the best rappers of all time. But yeah, 100%. Yeah, halftime shows in every game, I wouldn't really, be fond of that. But if it's just like in the finals, is what it is. Though, I mean, I'm sure if you're, say you're like, say the finals, Spain versus Portugal, right? And you're down 1-0 halftime, right? Let's just say that. You wouldn't really want to be here in a halftime show, let's be honest. Most of them are pretty annoyed, but again, it is what it is. I mean, it's one game. I'm sure it's not going to be that bad. I guess it's just a song. You get free concert. Just think of it that way. Everyone speaks English and Italian. Which is very convenient. Yes, Dorito Chip. When I went to Italy, 100% everyone spoke English. At least most people, which is great. Also, let me know how Italy is as well, Dorito Chip, because I saw your photos. It looks very, nice where you're going, which is W's as well. One time he threw Vinny with all his might, but landed on the behind. The Madrid stream, yeah, when Vinny was absolutely getting pocketed.
No wonder his shoulders can't do his anymore.
I think I broke Vinny's shoulders,
You
but yeah.
dislocated his shoulders.
When will you do My Brother Scores a Top Bins free kick? I finished it. He scored it on day 7, Grim Reaper. So that's why I stopped doing it. Unless you want me to do a second series of it, I'm fine with doing it again. Maybe I'll do it this time and Dynamite's records. though I'd score on the first day, though, to be honest, because I'm an absolute god at scoring top bins free kicks. And hi, Issa, welcome. Yes, long time no see, and hope you're doing well. Media will not care to watch. 100%, first of all, that's how it, you know, worked in the previous World Cup, you know, 2022 Qatar, when USA got eliminated. They stopped showing it there, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, 100%, it's not going to be great. I don't think the attendance is going to be that great. Do it this time. Wait, what did I say? What did I say I'd do?
The free kick thing.
Yeah, do it? Okay, yeah, 100%. But yeah, W's. You go, you're walking around Italy, so you got 2 gelatos today, and yesterday I want to stay longer, but I have cruise tomorrow, but I'll see you later. I'll send more pictures. Oh, you bring your dog, cool, W's. And yeah, send pictures for sure, Dorito Chip, love to see it, you know. Is this concert done?
Nah, now there's these guys just saying.
Who are these randos that have just spawned in on the stage, by the way? Like, what is this? Is this guy doing like a halftime performance with his, hey, it's that guy, it's the guy with 2 fingers. I know that guy, I think I've seen him on Instagram before. Is it the same guy? I don't know. But came back from Saudi with sad news. Oh, what's the sad news, ECU? Let me say. Yeah, tell me, for sure. And hello, Retum as well, W's, for tuning in once again. The lag has stopped. And, oh, you couldn't bring the dog. Okay, sorry. Didn't understand that. Yeah, that's a bit sad. And see you, Dorito Chip. Hope you enjoy your cruise and stuff. Stadium looks empty for a final. Everyone's waiting for next year's World Cup. 100%. Hopefully the stadiums are full for next year's World Cup. Let's be honest. Don't want to see empty stadiums in World Cup. That is just, you know, poor. Is it like what's it like today? I think it's like Sunday or something. Oh, Monday. Yeah, here for another week, I think. So yeah, a long time. I will say that, week and a bit. We'll start doing more streams. I'll have to stream them off the phone, not the PC, because the PC has no Wi-Fi. As the Wi-Fi is 100 kilobytes per second, which is terrible. If anyone knows about Wi-Fi, you'll know that's terrible. But yeah, 100% we'll be doing some more streams here. Just trying to enjoy the first few days, you know, with my family. I hope you guys can understand that. I mean, I'm sure you guys do. You would love to spend holidays with your family, 100%. And that's what it's all about, you know, just having enjoyment with your family, reconnecting with yourself. I'm starting to do training again, which is good. And I should stream the Women's Euros now that it's getting to the later rounds. Yeah, maybe I'll stream, you know, the semis, the quarters, and the final. That would be interesting. I'll have to try and find out how I can access it. Because, of course, here at least I'm using DAZN, but I don't know if it's on DAZN. I'll have to check. But yeah, I should do that, honestly, Patrick. So yeah, W idea. And someone has a new, because I'm surprised if it happened in Saudi. That's surprising. But also, everyone agree Pogba and Neymar dancing on the stage would be better. 100% agree. Gritty for good Wi-Fi. Hit the gritty. Hit the gritty. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, I was gonna say that didn't make sense otherwise, but yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can. Okay, family is important than anything. Yeah, 100%. Always, you know, respect the family, and yeah. After you came up from Saudi, yeah, 100%. That's not great. That's honestly not great. Hopefully you can get it, you know, fixed up. That's weird. The police don't care. I heard something about there that like the police sometimes just ignore you when you like report stuff. Like I don't know if that's true, but that is really, you know, that's not great if that's the case. But yeah, family first priority always, you know. I'm sure that's for a lot of people. Some people don't have that, but of course that's, you know, their own personal reasons why. But yeah, I just want to enjoy for a little bit first couple of days. Of course, there's a lot of time left here still, 7-8 days left, which is going to be when I'm going to be doing the streams, of course. I'm going to try and get a lot of GoPro footage, compile it into a video like I did for the Jeddah one, if you guys remember. But yeah, 100% we'll try and fit in some times. Also the 1v1s, of course, you know, 1v1s against you. It was because DinoDoomz was feeling sick originally for the first couple of days because he, you know, had, you know, some stomach issues, but he's all good now. So 1v1s, right?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, but that will be in a couple of days. Also, why are you so far off screen? You're like in the corner of the screen. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now you're pushing me off the screen. Okay. do the Indonesian aura farm dance. What in the world is that? What is that? The police here are crazy. I mean, yeah, I mean, I've heard some stories, Easter, so I can understand it, but yeah, that's not great. That is honestly not great at all. PSG has to score within the first 15 minutes coming out of the half or it's over. Yeah, 100%. If PSG don't score, you know, relatively early, it's done. It's done. There's no way you're getting back from there, especially Chelsea's going to be putting up still more. This could easily Chelsea. That 5 Chelsea would be a shout. Surprised that it is. Could be a play here for, you know, their club getting it, that scoreline, such a big match, you know. But yeah, still the main thing, to be honest, is that, you know, as a neutral fan, I'm sure Chelsea fans are going to be absolutely so happy with this one, and of course, you know, any PSG fans are not going to be too happy. But the biggest thing for a neutral fan as myself is just enjoy the match, and the match has been, you know, 10 minutes of lag that we experience, you know. But yeah, very enjoyable match, I will say that, and I can't wait to continue watching this one. Smash like for enjoyment. But yeah, honestly, also, did I get rid of, yeah, I did. I think I did, right?
Yeah, you did.
I was checking because the other two streams, I think I deleted them off the channel because they were so laggy, but yeah, I was just making sure I did. We don't want laggy stuff staying on the channel here. And that's the biggest trend. Biggest trend, Indonesia. I've not heard of that. I'm not joking. I'll have to check it out after because that's crazy. That's behavior. Weird. Usyk versus Fury 2. Is that still being advertised? I think it is.
I thought there was an Usyk versus Dubois too.
What?
There's also
another
Usyk
fight
versus Dubois too.
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with boxing. Here's the MetLife Stadium. Oh, I'm so tired. But yeah, Usyk to Dubois. Oh, it's not Fury, it's Dubois. Okay, so you're correct.
No, there was also a Fury though.
It's 15 seconds. I mean, my phone's streaming though. That's why I probably can't check it out on there. But I guess I can just search it up. What's it called? Indonesian Aura Farmer. Okay, let's hope that can load up. Remember, this will probably take about 2 minutes to load because of this internet. What is this? Who are the aura farming boat kids from Indonesia? What in the world? Why is it? It's a kid dancing on a boat? What? Okay. Well, I checked that one out. Okay, that's kind of weird. Sure. Big trend. I'm not going to do that dance. That dance looked like an embarrassment to society there. But yeah, W trend, I guess. I don't know. Smash like for weird trends. Indonesia or a fun kid. OG vid. Yeah, or OG vid. I did see that then. It's some kid dancing on a boat, which is great. It's so weird how the internet works. You can do some random stuff and you get, you know, like 1 million views. And then, or you can do like this sort of stuff and you don't get as much. But of course, it's all about how it, you know, that algorithm works. Interesting that I picked out that video of everything to become a trend. The kid with the black hat and glasses. Yeah, honestly. Interesting dance, I will say that. Here is the team talks at halftime now. They're showing it up here. And Donnarumma, Hakimi, Yao Pedro, Vitinha. No changes, it looks like. Post the dance as a short. Donald here on the thing. I don't understand what he's saying because again I don't have captions, but he said one word, I think there. Maybe it was, the question might have been, do you think this match is good? He says, yeah, it's very beautiful. I don't know how to do his voice, but yeah, I'm sure that's something he would have said. The best match that he's seen. And this is now going to be, I think, PSG taking kickoff. I can't remember if they took the first kickoff because it was so laggy. You and Dino do it together, more views. Okay, we'll have to see, you know, because I'm not the biggest dancer personally, but we'll have to see, of course. Maybe Dynamites will do it, I'm sure.
You do it.
You know, PSG can provide some attacking prowess to this one, and Chelsea can try and hold on to their lead. It's one or the other. Depending on what side you're going for, you're going to be wishing for. I swear, he was up there. Dembele up on the left side, I think. I feel like that France national team should run Dembele striker. I think they should run Dembele striker, Mbappe left wing. I don't think they should play Mbappe on the striker position. I think it's honest. I think it's a bit bad that they're playing Mbappe striker in both the national and the club team, because he's not a striker. He's not going to be a striker, at least not for a while, because he doesn't have the same adaptation that, of course, we saw with CR7, how he can adapt to the different roles in the team. I think he's just so much of a natural left winger that's going to be so hard for him to adapt. Whereas, you know, Cristiano wasn't really so much of a natural left winger that he could really just shift to any position on the, you know, the midfield and the attack. He could be anywhere, really. I don't think there's the same case here with Kylian. He's more of a full left winger, you know. Again, should play him on the left in France. Streamlabs commented, yes, Yazid. Streamlabs comments every like 20 minutes. I think I made it. So it says, yo, everyone hit that sub button for Dino to join the Doom Squad community. Maybe I should change the message. Sounds a little bit weird, but okay. This is now going to be PSG playing out from the back. And Chelsea have actually won it in the attacking half by PSG. A little press there from them. A little pass to Amy.
Shoots by Chelsea after that half-time.
No, I don't think there were. Help for you, but yeah, that's better. Unfortunate that you can't.
Here's a counter, by the way, for PSG. Oh, that's a very good.
Oh, that was a very good chance. Sanchez. Who was that on the end of that? Fabian Ruiz trying to get on the end of that one. Nuno Mendes, you know, turning up here. That's what we need to see from Nuno Mendes. That sort of stuff, you know, Ballon d'Or worthy right there. Robert Sanchez giving a long ball out. And it's going to be contended in midfield. Vitinha gets that. Pass back to Beraldo and back to Marquinhos. And Marquinhos passes over to Doué. So honestly, very good contention, I will say, from PSG so far in this first, you know, minutes in this half. Chelsea are very, you know, they're actually cooking. Exactly, Hector. And hope you're doing well, Hector. Hope you're doing nice.
Shot by Cavara.
Wow, that was good.
That was a mistake by Sanchez there. Almost just gave it to them.
Yeah, I know. And hi, Arisha. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well. I hope everyone who's joining as well is having a nice day, you know, or evening, wherever you are.
Again.
Yeah, what a shot there by Kvaratskhelia. Just tries to get the ball off onto the far side. Robert Sanchez makes a nice save. It's not the best save.
Could have caught that easily. That was an easy catch there for him, but fumbled with that very bad.
2M, you have a science exam tomorrow, you're going to fail. Think positively, Arisha. Think positively. Think you're going to succeed. W's Arisha in the chat. You're going to succeed in your science exam. Exactly, right?
Yeah, you'll succeed.
But yeah, think positively. Also 2 a.m. for me, since, you know, I'm in the same time zone as some of you guys now. But yeah, PSG are making mistakes. 100%. They need to be more clinical in the finishing too. Their defensive mistakes have not been the best in this game. I will say that. Chelsea's been exploiting them a lot. There seems to be an offside here.
Not sure where the offside was, but no one's complaining.
There's a little pass there. Cole Palmer into this. Cole Palmer is just doing so well in this game. There's a free kick there for Kvaratskhelia. Not the best of pressure from him. The PSG fans were in full force, of course, in New York before this game. They were like doing a lot of different displays out in Times Square. But yeah, just, you know, their side isn't doing it this game. They're not great.
Now it's a long-range free kick for Chelsea here. I do think Palmer's going to do a cross in. It's either him or Reece James.
No problem, Marisha as well, no problem. This is going to be now...
Yeah, I think Palmer's taking it.
Yeah, maybe James? Would James take?
Oh yeah, James is going to take.
No, because Cole's stepping back to do an... to do one where he's going to cut in like that and do it like this.
Oh no, Reece James just passed it to him there, and now he's...
Oh, now he's giving the cross. That's a deep cross. He actually tries to find a nice little crossover there, Cole. But yeah, not the best one. Not the best cross. Smash like for crosses. Donnarumma's going to hold this one now. Just pass it over to Marquinhos now out into the midfield. And that was a very bad pass there. Cole Palmer does try and retain it. However, it is back to Nuno Mendes, Beraldo, Marquinhos. PSG's defence is looking a little bit better in this half, I will say. They're looking a little bit more competent. Vitinha. Now to Doué. A little 1-2 from Doué and Hakimi. Now back to Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. And now it's to Nuno Mendes. Still, you know, this 3-goal lead, it's not really a worry for this side. You know, this Chelsea side is not going to be worrying in this game. Let's be real like that. I don't think they're going to be too concerned, at least at the moment. You know, if it becomes, 3-2, then maybe you're going to have a little bit of concern. But 3-0 at the moment is not a concern for any side, to be honest, regardless of who you're versing.
By the way, Vitinha tried to break through there. He did a nice one too, but intercepted and cleared away. Now it's with...
Hakimi.
Hakimi's sort of going in front of Doué. It's like Doué's going to right back or sometimes even striker, take over Dembele. Maybe double.
And that's what we've been seeing with Hakimi lots throughout this tournament. It's just the way he manoeuvres in the attack. It's just so good. It really is just top class maneuverability. Marquinhos now with the ball. And now over to Hakimi. I heard a lot of Hakimi Ballon d'Or shouts. I don't know if they're just Moroccan fans who are really pressing for their boy to get into the Ballon d'Or contention. I don't think he's the Ballon d'Or winner. I'm sure he's going to be in top 5, but I don't think he's the Ballon d'Or winner. Maybe even top 7. Personally, I don't think he's done, the most performance out of all of the people. There's a very good save.
What a save!
Robert Sanchez, absolute clutch there. Absolute clutch. What a save. That might be, one of the saves of the tournament. My goodness, that was insane. What a save by Robert Sanchez. They're really just clutch. And people were bagging this guy before the game as well. They're all saying, Real Madrid couldn't win with Courtois in the goal. How Robert Sanchez going to not concede? He is doing so good. Wow. Brilliant save by him. Luis Enrique just not happy that his team isn't getting through with the clinical finishing. It's just, not being great in terms of finishing power. And that was given away by PSG. Again, they're just making a couple of mistakes here. It's now Cole on the right side, and he is, someone you don't want to see with the ball, especially if you're a PSG fan. Now it's with Pedro. Look at them just holding possession. They're not even trying to really attack sometimes. They're just trying to hold possession. A lot of press from this PSG side, just not beating Pedro here. How he's holding the ball there, that is brilliant. He does get kicked over, and it's going to be a PSG now holding up. If they give it to Yamal, it'll be another. 100%. If Yamal gets the Ballon d'Or, I will say this, guys, regardless of being a Real Madrid fan or not, just in general watching football, if Yamal gets the Ballon d'Or, there is no way. There is no way you can take that award credibly anymore. It doesn't matter if you're a Barca fan. I understand if you're a Barca fan, you're going to be backing your guy, But the fact that Rafinha is more deservable than Yamal of the Ballon d'Or, that is, it's crazy. And the cross coming through, just not great cross. Cucurella is going to be cleaning that one up. I understand if you're a Spain fan, you're a, fans of Yamal stuff, you're a Yamal fan, but 100% next season, 100% if he has a very good season, that'll be the case, but you can't just give it based on age. It's not how it goes. When it's really unfair when, Mbappe was told he couldn't win it because he was too young. And now Yamal suddenly, Yamal's younger than when Mbappe was told that, and he now can win it. Shouldn't have a dual personality. Should be one or the other. This ref is so trash, 100%. Again, as I said before, AFC refs. Don't know how he got nominated for this one. He's an AFC ref. Shouldn't have been nominated for the game. This is the ref that refereed Al Nassr versus Kawasaki. Atrocious refereeing from him in that game. Atrocious.
Doué. Taking a long-range shot.
Whoa, that was a good shot by Doué. and it's going to be a goal kick here for Robert Sanchez.
Just went wide there. Luis Enrique quite disappointed with his team here, actually. I think...
Not the best shot from Doué, we'll say. Now looking at that again, I thought that was more close than it was, but it just really was curling too far away from the goal. He should have hit that one with a little bit more straight on the ball, not too curled. And Robert Sanchez is actually setting up a lot of attacking opportunities. Here's João Pedro now with the ball, and he's actually skilled past one of the PSG players. It looks like he's dropped down to the floor, and he's appealing for a penalty. The referee says no. We'll have a look on the replay when they show. But to see if there was any sort of indication of a penalty there on the replay when they do, you know, put it on the screen. Hakimi, back to Vitinha. Marquinhos. Now it's going to be Nuno Mendes just getting the ball off Fabian Ruiz. And Nuno Mendes trying to skill down the field. And it's one back by Chelsea. He's just been very clumsy this game. It's Cole Palmer now. João Pedro, Cole Palmer, skills past one. And when Cole Palmer has the ball, it just looks like it's all over in terms of attack for PSG, because Cole Palmer just brings the ball down the field. No matter how many players are in front of him, he gets past all of them. And it's Reece James. Midfield Reece James honestly has been interesting to watch though. Midfield Reece James is a very interesting character.
Hasn't really been the best of players this game, but hasn't been the worst either. Yeah. He's been like he's sort of just been holding it together. He is playing a holding midfield. He's been doing some good defense, dropping back to his usual right back, and sometimes he's even actually transitioning to centre back, especially when Cucurella goes forward and Cole transitions to left back. Yeah,
it makes sense why he plays DM though. I can see the vision from Enzo where, you know, Maresca's playing where he brings Gusto upfield, goes into the right wing position that leaves that right back position open because Cole's cutting in. Gusto up in right wing. Reece James moves from the DM back into the right back. You know, it makes sense. I actually think it works good with this Chelsea team against PSG because PSG are relying on these gaps opening up in the defence, you know. Like we saw with Real Madrid, they were waiting for Rudiger and, you know, Asensio to move far upfield, gives a nice breakaway chance. But, you know, they're not letting them do that, Chelsea. They're not letting them. They bring back Reece James when needed. The two system is just working well for Chelsea in this game. And then, of course, Robert Sanchez, his goal kicks has just been essential for the setup play here. Like, the amount of goal kicks he's hit on target to the attackers, and they've actually, you know, collected the ball is insane this match. Like, honestly, setting up half the chances for the team as a goalkeeper. And it's not looking so great for PSG because almost getting to that point here in the game where you start to think, I don't think it's possible for them to score 3 goals. And it's looking like that. It is. 65th minute's probably where it's going to be pretty decisive. If they haven't got a goal by then, it's going to be extremely hard for them. It will be extremely hard. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens here. And the ball goes out there. It's going to be a throw-in, I think, for PSG, maybe. Dembele is... No, sorry. Kvaratskhelia has been subbed off, and on comes Barcola. Interesting substitution, Kvaratskhelia. I do think was the right choice. He wasn't performing today, unlike usual. Barcola coming on, maybe he can provide some difference in the attack. And natural, you know, stays on the left side a little bit more than Kvara because he does, you know, Kvara does sort of play a little bit heavily on that left side. Well, of course, with this, you know, getting a goal here would be essential for them. Say that, and Caicedo does clean that one up. Caicedo, Reece James over to Cole Palmer, and then Cole Palmer just hits the perfect through ball. Oh, what a through ball, Enzo! And there's a little shove down. It's back with PSG. PSG making so many mistakes. They are indeed making a ton. Doué. Cucurella is pressing him pretty high. A lot of high press here from Chelsea just to try and get that ball back. They're not letting PSG have it for too long. And there's a long range shot from Vitinha and it just goes wide. It's going to be a corner, I think. I think it was touched away by Robert Sanchez, was it?
Yeah, I think so. I do think the player for... Yeah, it was. I do think the player for PSG today is João Neves. He's sort of just been building up their team today. He's been making the most chances, winning the most balls. He's just been crucial for them today. If it weren't for him, honestly, I think this game would be 5-0 by now.
And the referee pulling up Enzo, I mean, he's asking for the medics, and the referee just completely ignored him on there and pulled him up. I don't get when refs do this sometimes. I'm going to be honest, like, you know, as a neutral fan, it doesn't matter if you're time wasting or whatever. If the player's down injured, like, I get if it's like a completely useless thing, but if the guy's actually asking for a medic and he's holding himself, you know, you should be checking and then adding the time on at the end. Because it's not a time waste if you add on the exact amount of time used. Not like, you know, he's wasted 3 minutes, you add 1 minute on, because I see that happen sometimes. But again, Enzo's actually asking here to be subbed off, and this ref is still ignoring him. So, terrible refereeing, terrible. Chelsea has always been like this when it comes to a final. Chelsea turn up, it matters. Exactly, you know, we saw it against Real Betis on the channel, of course, when we did that stream of Real Betis versus Chelsea. 100% they turned up in that one. After conceding first as well, they conceded to Isco first. I think it was Isco who scored, right? And then Chelsea absolutely dominated after that. He was brilliant in the last game for Chelsea. I didn't see Fluminense versus Chelsea, unfortunately. I do know, yeah, Pedro did a very good game in that one. Didn't see it, unfortunately, because of the plane ride, but I know in the previous game against Palmeiras, André Santos was brilliant. So maybe we'll see some more of him in this one. And it's going to be Hakimi now. Over to Vitinha. Little cross coming in from Vitinha. That is not great.
Bad.
That is very bad, actually. And Robert Sanchez just getting the ball for the goal kick. Luis Enrique is not looking too happy with his side here at all. Because, again, about 4 minutes left, and then you have to start considering you might not be able to win this one. Because, I mean, you know, there's still a lot of time left, of course. You got about 25 minutes left of regular gameplay at the 65th minute, but you also got as well, you know, the extra time. But again, it's 3-0 up. It's not like it's 2-0. It's 3-0, so you have to score 3 goals in 25 minutes. And if you haven't scored in 65, I mean, it's going to be pretty challenging to score 3 in 25. So they're going to have to turn up something here. They're going to have to rely on Chelsea making a little bit of mistakes. So a little bit of luck on the side, alongside a lot of dedication and hard work. And here's Cole Palmer running on the right side here, collects the ball, and he is going to do a little turn. Cole Palmer does recollect. It's just Cole Palmer. He megs as well. It's just, this guy is just insane. Another level. And Cole with it again, and it's offside. He doesn't boot it off the play there. And whoa! Fabian Ruiz goes to the attack on Cole, and Cole's actually doing a little bit of retaliatory on him. And yeah, Fabian is not looking happy there. Probably because of the mix of the Meg and also, you know, him booting the ball at him when he finds out it's offside. Chelsea versus Man City in the Champions League final. Chelsea turned up. Exactly. Because Chelsea is one of those teams that turns up in finals. Exactly as you said before, Habisfaction. They turn up when it's needed most. They might not be the best of sides in the league. They might not be the best in domestic cups, in the, you know, the knockouts and the groups. But in the finals of matches, they are always so complacent, so careful. Enzo Maresca really needs to play that sort of strategy going into really any game, to be honest, not just finals. So, you know, big man's only a final player, final coach, I don't know. But this is a little chance here for PSG. Hakimi passing to, who's that, Vitinha? Just do a crossing, I think.
I'm being honest here, with this team and play that Chelsea are using, they actually might have a chance at the Premier League next year.
Yeah. Especially with Bino Gittins not even playing. They're not even playing some players. Yeah. Like Bino Gittins, who else did they get? I think they got some other players as well.
That's if they consistently play like this, though.
Let's see on if they've got any new guys on the bench. I don't know if they do. They got in the bench, well, they're selling Nicholas Jackson. They got Delap as well. Of course they got Delap. Dewsbury Hall, so good off the bench. You know, they also got Evil Saka, Tyreek George. And they got Bino Gittins as well. They got Wesley Fofana, Betty Ashil. They've just got so many good players. Sa, Achiampong. You know, it's like 4 keeper subs as well. Like, I mean, their team is just, it's so good.
Gusto, bad crossing, but retains possession.
And Gusto passes to Neto. Neto now to Cole Palmer.
I could see Palmer going for the hat-trick, honestly.
Yeah, I can see it too. And there's a long-range shot that is not great from Gusto.
With his weak foot, but wasn't the best.
He should have really conserved some possession there, but, you know, I don't think the Chelsea fans are going to be, you know, taking too much seriousness of that.
He did have enough room to cut back onto his right foot there. He could have even done that and then shot.
Bro, you're not even on cam. Bro's just sitting off cam. But yeah, 100%. He really should have taken his time a little bit more. Of course, you know, you always have to analyse stuff regardless of if you're winning 3-0. You always analyse and pick apart stuff. And he should have taken his time on that shot.
By the way, wins a free kick.
Yeah. Neto just helping Doué for his cramp. Of course, I don't think Neto's going to be caring really if he helps Doué with cramp, since they're going to be time wasting anyway. So, you know, why not just help out with the cramp there just to waste some more time. And it looks like that Vitinha's going to be taking this one. And yeah, Pedro might be injured a little bit here, so maybe he's going to come off for Liam Delap. We could see that happening most likely. That is very probable. Very, very probable. But yeah, Vitinha's going to be taking this one. Let's see what he can do with this. Chewing the gum. Where are you going to put this one, Vitinha? I think far post is the option here. And he goes in for a curler, and it's just caught by Robert Sanchez. Just a really nice catch there. And he's signalling players to move out. He's going to hold up the ball a little bit longer. That was a good cross by Vitinha, just caught by Robert Sanchez, so a little bit unlucky.
Doing his long ball directly to Neto. Intercepted by Nuno Mendes there. Jab Pedro headering it back. I think it's a foul.
Fabian Ruiz really getting angry in this one.
He just try and slap João Pedro on the leg.
Fabian needs to calm down. He might get a red card, honestly. Cole is, I think, inciting a little bit of annoyance in him, though, because Cole Palmer keeps saying something to him every time he comes up. Yeah, Pedro coming off for Liam Delap. Delap's going to add to the anger from Fabian Ruiz. We saw what happened in the Palmeiras game where Delap was, you know, causing a lot of annoyance with the Palmeiras players. He was causing a lot. But yeah, seeing him back on the field would be great. And yeah, Pedro, what a talent this guy is. Wow.
He's had a brilliant game today. Honestly, my second best player.
Brilliant tourney. He came in like 3 games ago. That was his first game because he got bought mid-tournament and he just comes in and starts doing absolute numbers here. Yeah, Delap has been brilliant as well. Brilliant purchase. Bye-bye, Nicholas Jackson. See going. So I think the best for him might be SPL Division 2. Or, you know, MLS, USL, like United States League, whatever it's called, might be the best option. Delap on a run here. It's a very good run. He takes a shot from long range. Oh. What a shot. And a save by Donnarumma. Whoa. That
was a brilliant save there by Donnarumma.
Delay, not delay. Yeah, autocorrect. Always annoying. Worst feature on a phone is autocorrect. Oh, wow.
Too, like... Donnarumma's just had to reach that. That was a certain goal there.
That is a great save and a great shot. Both players showing quality there. And Delap already coming on and, you know, just showing absolute, you know, the quality required. Just pushes Nuno on the chest there. He doesn't look happy. He actually looks like he's getting annoyed here. Donnarumma's going to punch him. Oh, chill out. Oh, there's a little bit of a tussle going here between Delap and the players. And this is what we said, you know, he comes on and he causes this anger between the guys.
Always frowning. Just frowning the entire time, Delap.
It's what you like to see, though. You like to see this type of match. You like to see, you know, anger, goals. You like to see, you know, the drama in the match. And this is going to be Pedro Neto crossing it in. What would seal it off would be Olympiacos if someone scored that. That would be crazy. Pedro Neto coming in, punched away by Donnarumma. It's one back. Neto, sorry, not Neto. Why did I say Neto? Cole Palmer. Misses. And 2 substitutes coming on here for PSG in a moment. It will be Goncalo Ramos and who is that?
I think that's Mayulu.
Yeah, Mayulu.
Oh, and I think Warren Zaire Emery is also going to be coming on.
Yeah, and James is sitting on the ground here because he's got, I think he's got some cramp. Might be coming off, James. So as it stands, Chelsea will be wearing a badge right here on the shirt. Like if you got your football kit, it's going here. It's a 4-year badge for the Club World Cup winners, World Champion badge, it says. They wear it for 4 seasons. 4. That is insane. That on your shirt for 4 seasons. Wow. Well, a lot of these Chelsea fans, maybe some have even bought a new shirt for the new season, are going to be a little bit disappointed now because they're going to have to go back and get a new badge on their shirt, pay a little bit extra. So yeah, going to be taking a little bit. I'm surprised the badge isn't on the arm. I thought it would be on the arm here, but it's actually in the shirt on the middle. Like, it's kind of weird. I didn't really expect that, to be honest. Like, kind of like how they're wearing the shirts now, where they wear them on the side for this competition. I didn't expect that. Cooling break right now. 70th minute. And it's looking pretty, dominant for Chelsea in this game. And yeah, I love Delap as well. He's just that, in terms of just annoying players, his face, he's trying to act so serious in that one. And just, his overall quality is just amazing. That's why I do think they should play with a double striker formation, Chelsea, in the next season, because, Delap and, Yao coming on at the same time, it's going to be so good to watch. Though, of course, maybe they'll keep one as a super sub because you never want to be, in a deficit of strikers. You could also play 2, then revert to a 1 formation when 1 comes off for a substitution, maybe bring on a midfielder instead. Gives a lot of options, really, having 2 high-quality strikers in your squad, and, of course, both strikers have been lighting up the displays since they've, joined the club. And love that Ronaldinho celebration by Yao. Of course, he did such a nice goal, little chip over, and then the Sally. Wonder if Luis Enrique still stands by his comment saying we were a team of 11 stars, not just 1. I mean, I do think so. I do think he stands by that comment, especially even if Dembele wins the Ballon d'Or and Nuno Mendes or Vitinha. I don't think it's a team of 1 player. I still think it's a system team. They're just not been doing great here against, Chelsea because they don't have that system. But the thing is, as well, is that Chelsea, I don't think is also really, I think they're a team of, 11 stars, not just 1 as well. Though you could argue maybe Cole Palmer a little bit more in terms of, his quality, even though he's had some bad performances, is just, when he pulls it out, it's insane. Above everyone else, it's like 4 times everyone else's quality. Triple substitution here. Kimi, Doué, and Fabian Ruiz coming off. Fabian deserves to come off there. Goncalo Ramos, Mayulu, and Zé Marie coming on. Fabian was letting the emotions get to him a bit too much there, so I think it was his time up to come off. This match does show as well, this PSG team can be beaten, which is great. We love to see it because that's good for Real Madrid. Because now we can see there's a way to beat them. And Luis Enrique has been sort of discovered with high press here. I did have a feeling myself it should have been high press to beat this side. And high press has been prevailed to beat a high pressing team. There's people all saying, Dembele pressing, Kvaratskhelia pressing, all these guys on the team pressing up forward. If you do the same to them, they're actually getting more pressure than them pressing you. Because if you press them, of what are the teams? Inter likes to keep a lot of possessional play. They don't really press. They sit back and defend, wait for the team to come towards them. That's the mistake. You don't want to let the team sit. You don't want to sit back and let them come towards you. It's not the way to do it against this PSG side because it's being too complacent. If anything, you don't want them to have chances with the ball. You want to press them as quick as possible because they make mistakes like they've been doing in this match. This whole match they've been making mistakes, and it's not great. Making this many mistakes, it really just exposes them for not being perfect, being pretty beatable, especially now seeing the tactics for it. And Maresca discovered that, so big props to him as well, smelling, suppose I read that comment at the same time, seeing out the tactics. But yes, smelling a Delap card, yeah, 100%, I do smell one coming on as well. I just read the comment at the same time as the speech before. Sometimes I do that, I'm just reading something and then just start combining the words from the sentence and the speech. And another high press by Caicedo, it's a free kick for PSG, just a foul there on, who is that? Zé Marie? No, it's Mayulu. What is this?
Why is there a car?
Yeah, why is there a car on the side of the field? Okay. But here is as well PSG on the left side. Just a quick free kick it must have been. Barcola passes it in. Little cross coming in, just kicked away from Gonzalo Ramos there. Nice little defence by Chelsea. And here's a little play here from PSG on the right side. Little pass in by Dembele. And cut in. Chance to shoot. And no chance at all because Chelsea just are not letting them shoot at all. Cucurella passes it out. It's now with Neto. It's going to be a yellow card. Possibly for João Neves, maybe a free kick. I don't know. We'll have to see. And Cucurella being an absolute NPC and not getting up from that.
João Neves is picking up Cucurella. He's carrying him.
And yeah, Cucurella absolutely being the biggest NPC on the field right now.
I'm not sure though how PSG didn't get a shot off there. They could have. I actually saw an opportunity for them to shoot, but I don't think they had that vision there.
I know they've become rattled because they thought they. I will say they must have thought, oh,
nah,
it's not a handball. I thought that was a handball for a second. No, it's not. Yeah, there's a
wasn't actually touched.
Absolute dive from Cucurella. Absolute dive. Luis Enrique saying it is. It 100% was the biggest dive known to mankind. Reece James on the ground now, absolutely. Probably going to rattle them a little bit more here with how much time this guy's wasting. Dewsbury Hall coming on.
And now it's the guy who scores from the bench.
Yep. And the more you
quite a few goals this season.
The more you watch this, the more you get mad at Madrid. If we had play at 50% of this Chelsea team, we could have had shoot or lose by one worst case. Yeah, 100% as well. If the thing that annoys me the most is the fact that if Xabi had just stick to the tactics in the prior game, we would have won because we were playing this pressing style in every game except for the PSG game, and that's the thing they're weak against. That's what's so stupid about it. Like, why would you change the tactics when they're working? Going back to Don Carlos, kick down the field and hope that Vinny or Mbappe can bring it upfield. Like, play pressing tactics. Play it. It's how you beat this team. Neto and James have come off here. And Robert Sanchez and James is doing a little bit of a nose touch there. I just realised both their faces look so similar. Christopher Nkunku and Dewsbury Hall have come on. Nkunku been great for Chelsea in this tournament. Dewsbury Hall's been great as well in its limited appearances. Nkunku's played a little bit more. He's made a lot more mistakes, but yeah, he's been looking much better than, his prior self. And Neto, it was okay in this game. It's not his best game. He's had better games in this tournament, 100%. He was the best Chelsea player in the first, the group stage and the round of 16. But interesting how Chelsea were one of the teams really that they were so close to getting eliminated, but they got through. They got through the round to 16. They got through the quarters, the semis, and now they're here about to win the trophy.
The fact that people are even saying they shouldn't have qualified.
I know. The fact some people are saying they shouldn't have qualified as well because the qualification periods are still not the best. Vote for the player of the match as well. Play.fifa.com/Potham. Who would you vote for, Dynamites, as the player of the match?
Palmer.
100%?
It's a no-brainer, honestly.
100% same with me. I'd vote Cole Palmer. There's not even another argument, really. You can argue maybe, Pedro, but no, Cole Palmer.
If you're an ultra PSG fan and you want to vote for one of them, I'd choose João Neves, if I'm being honest. Yeah,
João Neves has been playing brilliantly. Maybe Donnarumma a little bit. Though he conceded very easy goals to save.
He made 0 saves in the first half.
I was saying mainly for second half performance. Maybe also Vitinha, actually.
Vitinha's been quite well this game.
That was a good skill. That was a good skill. And it's going to be a free kick for PSG. And there's a poll in Spain. Who should be the starting lineup this season? First place Mbappe, Gonzalo. Second place Vinny, Gonzalo. Third place Vinny, Mbappe. I think it should be Mbappe, Gonzalo, 100%. I don't think Vinny should start. Sorry, Vinny. I mean, I really did actually like Vinny, but, I think he's better coming off the bench until he, gets back onto that form that we saw with him before. I just think Kylian is just such a good player. I think he's playing in the wrong position. Not only that, I mean, he's top scorer of the league and he's playing in a new position. Let's be honest with that, first of all. Second of all, he contributes much more on the left wing. Gonzalo's a natural striker, so he'll contribute better. Rodrigo's an absolute poor sell. I don't think it's a good idea to sell Rodrigo, but, it's the choice of Xabi Alonso. Of course, Mastantuono in the right wing would be brilliant, though. I will say he'll be good in the right wing. Gonzalo, you know, a young forward line Kylian with experience in the left wing as well. And PSG look very desperate. Indeed they do, because they are absolutely rattled. They're finished. I don't think they're getting through this game with, you know, about 14 minutes left. And Delap trying to reach onto the end of that one. That was a big mistake by PSG. Liam Delap, he shoots and Donnarumma makes the save, preventing a fourth. Liam Delap, how did he not score that? Is Hakimi not playing? Hakimi is playing ultra corner. And yeah, he's not been great in this game. I will say the best players in PSG's team for sure, João Neves or Vitinha. No arguments about it, because the rest of this team has been below average. Donnarumma has been okay in the second half, I will say that. And then
yo, what's up, King Dooms? How are you?
You're so short. That was so close though. Honestly, brilliant from Delap, that play. I did think it was going to be a goal, but yeah, I'm surprised that it wasn't. And it's going to go to Cole Palmer. And there's a little skill out by Vitinha. It's going to be thrown for Chelsea. Who've torn since both Vinny and Mbappe are out of form, but Vinny looks tired as well. Yeah, 100%. Vinny looks more out of form than Kylian, though. Kylian does look a little bit better. Of course, Kylian was better in the the second half of the season for Kylian. Mid-season was great. Then, of course, he got that little gastrointestinal. Must have made him a little bit out of form. He comes back, scores a bicy. I mean, that's something of proof. Yellow card here as well for someone. There's a little bit of a brawl going on here. PSG can't take a loss, and this is bad from them. If they can't take a loss, that is not great.
Yeah, and of course Delap gets involved here.
Of course. They play the free kick very quickly there when no one's in position, but somehow Chelsea get everyone back. There's a shot, and it's called by Robert Sanchez. Imagine keeping a clean sheet here as well. Robert Sanchez would be so happy with himself. But yeah, PSG really should be, keeping their calm here. They don't want to look like the side that can't take a loss. I mean, you're the best side. Everyone still knows you're probably the world champions, regardless if you're having a better performance. Cole's the one that got the yellow card, but you need to be calmer. You can't be showing that type of anger where every time you see a foul, everyone surrounds and tries to attack the guy. He's just doing his job.
Boy, Bundesliga logo control their buggers though.
And Chelsea are doing to PSG what PSG does to everyone else. Exactly. And we got Chelsea winning the Club World Cup before GTA 6. 100% Chelsea winning the World Cup before GTA 6. And is he not playing now?
Yeah. Hakimi was subbed off for Mayulu.
Yeah, he played in the first half. Wasn't that great. Most of the players weren't that great in the first half. Nuno Mendes was terrible in the first half. And he was the guy I wanted to win Ballon d'Or. But yeah, Nuno Mendes, not great. Hakimi, not great. Vitinha was average, and he's been better in the second half. João Neves, the only player who's been performing for PSG, I will say that. He's just been okay. The rest of the team, Doué wasn't that great either. Dembele, not really seen. Kvaratskhelia, not the best. Donnarumma in this second half has been great. Marquinhos, I think he's been better. Beraldo not great in this game though. I do think Pacho should have been starting. Is Pacho on the bench, or is he what's wrong with Pacho? Is he got like a red card or something? Still, he's not even on the bench. It's interesting. I don't remember if he got a red card or something. I know he got one against Bayern, but I don't know if it lasted 2 matches. I thought he would be back by now. Interesting that he didn't start, because I did think he was a key defensive player. He secures that defense a lot. Cucurella, absolute dive merchant on the ground here. Absolute dive merchant. Let's have a look. Yeah, Neves gets a yellow card. Let's have a look if this guy's dove on the floor. Dembele could have won the Ballon d'Or 100%. Yeah, if he won Club World Cup 100% Ballon d'Or, I mean, I still think it's, it's 95%. There's no way Yamal will get it. There's no way. I don't think. I mean, we said that about Vinny. Vinny was, for me, almost 100%. And then, Rodri gets pulled out. That to me was the biggest surprise I've witnessed. But yeah, everyone has different opinions, on who should win it. Personally, I did think Nuno Mendes, just because defenders don't get recognised. But yeah. Do I rate James McCarthy? I do. I do actually rate James McCarthy. There's actually is there a red card check? There's a possible red card for João Neves. Well, there goes his best player of the PSG team. Red card. It's a red card. It just pulls Cucurella's hair. Deserved. I will say deserved. Not red card. I'm saying deserved for the pull hair. Absolute dive merchant there, Cucurella. But yeah, looks like a red card here for João Neves. Doesn't do anything, but it's you know, he should have really just left it. It's going to be a red card. Yep. Red card. João Neves sent off.
Wait, shouldn't the ref have done the yellow card cancel?
I don't even know. This ref's not proper. Yeah, it's all on journalists. That's the problem as well. He's leaving City. Where do I think he'll end up?
Honestly, I have an idea. Probably a lower English club, maybe, or where. Or even might go to another Manchester club. To be honest.
Sunderland. Honestly, Sunderland replacing Job in that AM position, and then also providing that English connection because he is an English player. I think Sunderland's a good move. I honestly do think so. Sunderland's been cooking with the transfers. I will say that they've been getting some good guys. They want to stay up. 100% they want to stay up, and I think McCarthy will help them with that. He's not going to be too expensive for them. I think he's going to be a good quality player. And this ref is atrocious. I will say this, guys. Again, I've said it in the first part of the stream. This is what Al Nassr has to deal with in the AFC Champions League. This absolute joker as a referee. This guy who gave a red card, and didn't even cancel the yellow card. You don't just you cancel the yellow card and then you hold. That's some of that. Pulls out the red card. He's got yellow and a red. João Neves. And like how they did in 2024. Yeah, exactly, DinoDoomz. And Cole Palmer win the Club World Cup for Chelsea before we win the World Cup for England. Possibly. I want Portugal to win World Cup, but personally, Cole Palmer winning it wouldn't be upsetting for me because Cole Palmer, I love watching Cole Palmer. Winning it wouldn't be upsetting for me because Cole Palmer, I love watching Cole Palmer. Honestly, one of the players that I aspire to play like because he's just, so nonchalant with the ball. He's very calm, composed. Little free kick played out nicely. Nuno Mendes, and it's going to be a corner. That was a great shot by Nuno. The issue of not being able to deal with a counter press, also heavy press like they were dealing to the other teams, So you won't let go of McCarthy for under 3 mil. I don't know if they can afford. Maybe they can afford with Job's money. I don't know how much money they got for Job. But they did buy a couple of guys. They bought someone for like 20 mil and they bought someone else for another price. Maybe they'll buy him for, 35 mil or something. I'm not too sure.
Why do I see him though, McCarthy? Why do I see him going to Brighton though? Like that Brighton sort of club? I don't know.
Maybe it's because he's wearing the blue jersey,
Instead of like João Pedro, because João Pedro was there last season, right?
Yeah, I do think you're saying Prem. I do actually think so. I think he'll go for more English experience before moving to a league. I could actually see him going to Serie A like Scott McTominay also. Serie A, maybe going to AC Milan with Modric in the midfield. I think playing with Modric would be a good experience for him, honestly. Bayern Munich to play under Company would be better suited for Bundesliga. Yeah, honestly, Bundesliga as well. I feel like it'll either be Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A, because I feel like Serie A has a lot of as well English players going there and getting sort of a regen career. They start getting a lot of experience there, and then Bundesliga, of course, as well. Playing for Bayern with Harry Kane as well. Brilliant defense, I got to say there. That was great. But playing with Harry Kane would be great as well. English experience. Midfield requires some, substitutions, especially since Musiala's injured with the ankle injury. They need an AM. Thomas is gone. In Saudi, technically, so there's a little bit different. So currently I'm in Sri Lanka just on holiday, but so they treat foreigners just like everyone else. There's nothing like bad that's happened, at least in my experience here of 4 days. But in Saudi, they treat foreigners highly with respect. Very respectable country. Really enjoyed my time in Saudi. I've been there for 9 years of just about, and I love the country. I want to stay there much longer. I'm going to university there for my Arabic course while I develop the channel, of course. Want to watch the World Cup there. And is it expensive? So there's actually a new policy. So basically there's going to be you originally couldn't buy a house here. You have to get a job here and then you could like rent a property. But starting, I think it's July this year, or it might be Jan next year at the start. It's one of those two. I can't remember the exact date. You can buy a house 100%. And that's what we're trying to do. And I would love, honestly, to get property there because it's really nice. It's not too expensive because it's like 3.5 SAR, which is the currency equals $1 US. You know, its stuff's pretty cheap. It's not the cheapest. And the main thing, though, when you want to live anywhere is if it's nice, and Saudi is very nice. It's very, very underappreciated and not really showcased properly in media, I will say that. And who am I supporting, PSG or Chelsea? I'm supporting none, neutrals. I just want to watch the football game for fun. Isn't that right, Dynamites? Always watch football for fun. But yeah, if that answers your question, Kazuma, no problem, personal questions are fine. Hey guys, I'm Dynamite.
Does it attack here for PSG? Offside, okay. Straight away. As soon as I speak.
But yeah, W's though, that you can finally get properties here. Honestly, very good decision by, you know, the ministry trying to build up the country. It's a very good decision. And this game's over, done and dusted. It's going to be a 3-0. I don't think there's going to be another goal. I mean, I could be surprised here and get another goal, but yeah. Do you enjoy living in Saudi?
Yeah, best country I've lived in, to be honest. Yeah, it's amazing.
A way to beat the hard-pressing team is to press back. Exactly. And again, Real Madrid should have done it. Don't know why they didn't. They did the one match where they should have pressed. They didn't do it. So it's annoying. That was your other question. What made you move to Saudi? What you said? No, it's for my so like originally when you go there, it's mainly for either your father's work or your mother's work or whatever. But now that's not the reason. School now is just for me staying there. I want to stay there for university, but yeah, it's originally because of, you know, my father's work. But now I'm here just because I want to be, and it's not the reason now anymore. What a mistake from Robert Sanchez. Don't get in a clean sheet this match against such a big side. Really would be disappointing for him. But yeah, honestly though, all in all, this game has been so enjoyable, guys. Smash like for this game if you haven't already. Smash subscribe because I'm going to be doing so many more football matches. I'll be doing so many more, guys. I'm going to try and do all pre-seasons for different clubs. Real Madrid, all pre-seasons. SPL games, you know, because they don't get much coverage on YouTube. Premier League games, Serie A games, La Liga games, Bundesliga, you know, Turkish League, you know, Fenerbahce versus Galatasaray, always a good option to watch. Besiktas games as well. Here's a chance for Chelsea in the attack. Is Christopher Nkunku. Is Cole Palmer on still? Yeah, he's playing left wing. Liam Delap could get a hat-trick with 2 weeks ago. I mean, that would seal MVP. And Nuno Mendes not looking too happy about that decision there. Not the best decision by him, though, to go in for that tackle. Yeah, it's not. Turkish League, not the whole Turkish League, probably, you know, just the big derbies, you know, like Besiktas, Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, always a big one to watch, because if you didn't know, Fenerbahce's been cooking in this transfer window. Like, they lost Alan Saint-Maximin, I think he's back to Olali from the loan, but they got, who they get? They got
Duran.
Waste, they got him, Princess, they got who else? Like, that's an actual player, not just Duran.
I'm not sure.
They got some other guys.
I didn't see any of their transfers.
They got like some other guys. I can't remember. You guys can listen if you know. Chelsea just wasting so much time here in the corner. They're just waiting like 30 seconds here for this game to end. 3-0 win is brilliant for Chelsea in this game. To do this either. Enzo Maresca is looking so happy there. He is absolutely, you know, beaming at how happy he is. Galatasaray cooking more. I mean, you know, Osman as well, they're trying to get him. And that's a big thing, you know. Osman staying for Galatasaray is huge. A lot of fighting going on again. Of course, Delap's at the center of the fight, for sure. Makes sense. And the match is about to end in a couple of seconds. They're actually wearing world champion shirts already. They're wearing world champion shirts and the match hasn't even ended. PSG could still score 3 goals in 10 seconds. I mean, it's possible, 100%. And there we go, guys. Oh my goodness. Cole Palmer's absolutely going wild. We're going wild because we've streamed every single Club World Cup game except for one game, which was the Chelsea versus Fluminense game, of course, on the plane. I watched it though afterwards. But yeah, all of the games done. I can't believe it. What a journey. What a journey on the channel here. How many games has it been? Let's have a look. How many games has this one been here? Let's go have a look here. Chelsea world champions. What a title for them. That we've done all of these. I mean, honestly, it's just been so amazing to cover all the games with you guys. And what... Oh, there's a fight. What the heck is going on here? Donnarumma's fighting with someone? Don't know what's going on. Okay, wow. Well, the things have been spoiled here because PSG seem to not be able to take a loss here because they try and fight with players. That's not great behaviour from them. That is not great at all. Not being able to take anything there. And, you know, it's just, they need to just, you know, accept it. Unfortunately, you know, so this is how football goes. Sometimes you win some, you lose some sometimes. It's just unfortunate. Let's see here. Oh, it was Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique pushed João Pedro on the face there. Oh, that's not great from a coach. And then Donnarumma goes for him as well. Yeah, that is not great at all. And I know, what is Luis Enrique doing? They're still having a little bit of a brawl here. They need to calm down, the PSG guys. They need to actually calm down there. I know, Donnarumma crashing out before GTA 6. Enzo Maresca is telling everyone to move away because otherwise they're not going to, you know, be celebrating this one. What is happening here? PSG need to be escorted off the field. This is poor behaviour from them. This is very poor behaviour. That is not great. I mean, Delap seems to be happy hugging at all of the guys. I mean, I don't know.
Unusual from him.
I know, unusual behaviour from Delap. We'll stay for the prize giving. We'll stay for the prize giving. So yeah, no problem staying for the prize giving. That is terrible from though PSG. They need, honestly, some of their guys need to be escorted off this field. That is not good behaviour. And Cole Palmer voted player of the match here. Also looks like Gusto traded shirts with Barcola, class. And yeah, just getting all hugs here. All the guys are so excited. Why are they doing the that stupid meme? What's that meme called again?
I don't know.
I forgot that one is called. The money, my money or something, whatever it's called. That meme. But yeah, honestly, okay, so it looks like the tempers have calmed down here for some of the PSG players. The Chelsea guys in the crowd are going insane. Kukere is looking. Unfortunately, we go from Sing again for another 2 months. His song, Chelsea fans in numbers here in the crowd. He's looking so happy here. The fans, the players, all looking so happy. And I hate that this name superior player just says man of the match. Makes it seem like one player is better than the team. I know, exactly. I mean, Cole Palmer for sure was in this game, but for some of the other games, you know, the man of the match should have really gone to a bunch of other people. That's why I don't really like players being voted by the fans. I think fans just vote for the, you know, the most popular, not voted in the true, you know, player of the match performance. So again, maybe that needs to be worked out for the next Club World Cup, not to be players being voted by fans. You know, I think it should be, you know, voted by a judge panel. People actually watch the game, analyze the game. Yeah, give me my money. That's the thing they were doing. Yeah, that one. Been a long time since I watched about that, so that's why I mean, it's 2 a.m. here, so yeah, just my brain's absolutely fried. Yeah, the meme, give me my money. And I can't believe it, it's done. I can't believe Chelsea won. That is, you know, something no one would have expected going into this match, except for Chelsea fans, of course. But you know, most people would have thought PSG get a, you know, a 2-0, 3-0, 2-1. But Chelsea done an absolute number here and brilliant for them. You know, honestly, such an enjoyable match to watch as a neutral. Really was something. What was your takes on that game?
Yeah, that was a surprising game. Chelsea really pulled all of their effort out that she were meant to be using. Just it instead.
Yeah. And I actually think that's very bad. I do think that behaviour is not acceptable.
Yeah, but what do you get suspended from?
Yeah, I don't know what you get suspended from, but that is not acceptable behaviour. If you're going after a game and you can't take a loss, I mean, you know, I don't hate on PSG. I really enjoyed watching the tournament but that is not acceptable. You go up to a player after the game and you go like, pretend he's what player do you do? Yeah, Pedro. Pretend I'm Luis Enrique. He's the Pedro. He just goes and hits him in the neck there. It's like unacceptable behaviour. Unacceptable. Should be. I don't know what you can get suspended from. That's the problem. I mean, the pre-seasons. No, I mean the first match in Ligue 1 maybe. First 2 matches. I mean, I don't know how that would affect stuff, but still, again, that is not acceptable. Donnarumma crashing out's not acceptable because he started a big brawl. But yeah, overall, you know, the rest of the players were fine. I don't think there was many other fights there. But Luis Enrique, I'm very surprised by Luis Enrique there. You know, you won the Champions League, you won Ligue 1, you won, you know, the domestic treble, you know, as well. There shouldn't be really any issues for you to argue about. There shouldn't be any issues at all. You know, you missed one cup. One that wasn't even, you know, considered prestigious by some people, you know. And they're showing here the ads. I don't know if they're going to show you. Are they going to show the prize giving on the thing? I don't know. All the Barca fans that were laughing at Madrid are now making excuses for this loss. I know exactly. I mean, making excuses because they don't understand that the problem with Madrid wasn't even the fact that we couldn't deal with it, because we could deal with them. The problem was that our defense gave away 2 of the goals. One of the goals was due to a defensive positioning error, so technically 3 goals were given away by poor defending and by player-specific issues, not even team, you know, concessions, not even shots. They were just, you know, concessions from unnecessary stuff. And really, that just shows that, you know, if we had also played our regular style, you know, hard press, you know, with Kylian, hard press with Gonzalo Garcia, Jude and Arda Güler press up front, and Valverde playing more centrally instead of wherever Trent was. Trent disappeared off the face of the planet. Maybe we'd have a better chance against them. So it wasn't like that we were, you know, in theory not able to defeat them. We were. It's just that we didn't have, you know, the quality of defense at that game. You know, what the heck was that by Rudiger and Asensio? Disgusting. And then we didn't also have, of course, you know, players actually pressing like our previous tactics. Like, I don't know where they disappeared to. The tactics just went out the window there. But yeah, interesting. A lot of preseason matches coming up. We're going to be streaming as many preseasons as we can. Can't wait for Club World Cup 2029. Yeah, Chelsea wearing this badge until 2029, which is insane. So yeah, we can't wait for it as well. Can't wait to stream it again. Can't wait for next year, World Cup 2026. 100% we'll be streaming all of those games. And best comment, you see Luis Enrique trained to fight Jake Paul. 100%, you know, he's in the fight category for Jake. So yeah, Luis Enrique versus Jake Paul, 100% could be a possibility here. But yeah, really, again, class from Chelsea in this game. Cole Palmer, brilliant and everything. And who is the best team in Europe now? Is PSG, UCL now invalid since the best team in the world is in Europe? I mean, you can't say UCL's invalid because, of course, you know, Chelsea wasn't even in the UCL, so we don't know how they would have done in the UCL, but PSG for sure won it cleanly. Off form in one game, I mean, you know, conceding 4 goals in a game, whatever it was, 3 goals or 4 goals?
3.
Yeah, 3. So 3. And it shows you're weak against, you know, pressing, high press, but again, they were so dominant the rest of this tournament that you can't call them just terrible because they conceded 3 goals, because they were good in this tournament. But yeah, Club World Cup for me doesn't override a UCL. For me, it doesn't do that. For sure, the Club World Cup just demonstrates though that it's more of an intercontinental UCL. That's why I feel like the Club World Cup is. It's more of a you get a few select teams, they all compete. There's one winner. They wear a special badge. You get some prize money. That's why I feel it's like, you know, it doesn't have the historical precision of the UCL, the Champions League. It doesn't have the historics of the World Cup. But it's a new tournament, and I'm sure over time it will get more and more prestigious, especially the more they refine it, you know, bringing in some more recent teams, you know, not just the qualification period's very poor selection of teams, but of course, if they actually selected from a better qualification period, they improve some of this stuff, weather delays getting removed, not hosting in the country where the ground below the grass is turf, should improve all of the issues that we're seeing in this Club World Cup. There's been, you know, very limited issues. The games have been enjoyable. Again, the main issues are not really affecting the game except for the weather and the turf, but more so, you know, fan attendance, promotion for this competition. You know, it's not the best. I will say that it's not the best, and team selection, it's not the best. But yeah, otherwise, very enjoyable tournament. I gotta say, I really did enjoy this one. I really did enjoy watching this one. It was, you know, all the games that we've watched, all of them were at the highest quality of football. They weren't like the teams weren't trying, weren't just taking a stroll through the park. They're actually trying to win the games. They're putting some effort, and that's what we like to see. You know, so many people thought these teams are just going to play C teams, and this tournament is growing, and you know, you need to give it time. Since it's a new tournament, it has to have time to grow. So, you know, it's going to be refined over the years coming. They've got 4 years now to prepare for the next one. Hopefully it's not hosted in USA again, because I heard there was some talks it was, because wrong hosting country personally for me. I do think it needs to be hosted in somewhere where they're not going to cancel for weather. That's what we're going to find in the World Cup next year. I do think there's going to be a lot of weather delays, and that's not going to be great. To be honest, it's not going to be great at all. If there's no weather delays, I mean, it would have been fine, but again, it's just my personal opinion. Don't know what you guys think about it, but yeah, personally, that's why I feel. But yeah, 3-0, and Chelsea get the win, and Enzo Maresca there celebrating with his players. They did brilliant in this game. Well done to them, and we're going to see the prize giving here on the channel too, of course. And is that Gareth Bale?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just getting a drink of water. You can continue to say your thoughts. Oh, say the full-time stats.
Okay, here we go.
Roberto Sanchez, man of the match. Ain't no way. Palmer, man of the match. 2 goals and an assist. Bro literally carried the team in the attack.
Cole Palmer definitely...
Leave that, it's all good. Something just fell behind the camera.
Cole Palmer definitely got man of the match. He got a 9.3 rating, 2 goals, 1 assist. Sanchez did get the second highest rating on the field, though, 8.8. He did make 6 saves.
Sanchez was good. He's just not, like, for me, the player of the match, you know.
Yeah. So stats. Let's get our stats up. Okay. Ball possession, 34% for Chelsea only, and 66% for PSG.
Match would have ended 5-3 if it wasn't for Roberto Sanchez. Yeah, of course, but, you know, Cole Palmer, the match would have ended 0-0, would have gone to pens if it wasn't for Cole Palmer. You can say the same for them as well. When we see you next time, we'll probably be live, not tomorrow, because I'm doing something tomorrow. I'm recording some videos, hopefully. I don't know if I brought my GoPro. I have to actually check. I think I forgot it maybe. Probably not. But, yeah, not tomorrow. Maybe the next day, we'll have to see, but it will be, you know, coming up. We'll do another stream here. I just really need this internet to get better. It's not going to be, you know, 100 kilobytes per second is not great. It's not, you know, it's not viable to do anything. I was downloading a game on this laptop. It was 10 gigabytes, and it took the whole day to download, the entire day. At my house, it usually takes, you know, about 10 minutes to download. So 24 hours compared to 10 minutes is a huge step down in terms of quality. If we went for it, we've ended 5-3. Attack wins you games, but defense wins you tile. But you know, if it weren't for if it weren't for Cole Palmer though, PSG would have won though, because you know, it would have gone to pens because Cole Palmer assisted and he scored both goals. So like, that's why I don't like saying if it weren't for a player, it's really a team performance. And again, that's why I don't like the term superior player of the match, because he's not superior, you know. Cole Palmer wasn't superior to every other player. He just got a good performance, and he's the one that was voted. But of course, you know, it's really between anyone. And how can I use your phone's hotspot? Because So right now I'm streaming off my phone, right? I'm streaming using the 4G. The problem is there's no cell tower here. So hotspot relies on a 5G cell tower. You know, the pin-looking things that stick out of the ground. I'm sure you know that. But yeah, there's none here. So it's my like data thing, you know, where you have like the 5 lines that go up in higher order. It says 1. So that's what I've got to deal with, you know, in terms of Wi-Fi quality. So yeah, that's why I can't, unfortunately, Grim Reaper. I really cannot. Otherwise it would be so, you know, I don't want to put bad quality content on here, you know. And yeah, what a shock that was. Exactly, Kieran. Welcome to the stream, by the way. But yeah, huge shock, honestly. I can't believe that Chelsea managed to pull that off, and props to them. Well done. The biggest. Yeah, sure. They're the biggest club right now. 100% they're the biggest club. You hate Kukurea, but you go admit he's a true team player. 100% he's a true team player. It's just, you know, he does annoying stuff. I mean, everyone does annoying stuff, though. When I'm playing on the field, I'm pretty annoying to the opposing team. I don't play like, I play like, you know that clip of Vinny where he gets the ball in the Bayern game, he's like drops it on the floor and he tells them to pick it up for him again. Yeah, I play kind of like that. I mean, I'm not that annoying, but I do that sometimes because you gotta understand the youth academy games, the refs, like in the youth academy games, are so bad. Like genuinely, they're not great. That's why, you know, I do those annoying stuff, because I abuse the referees. In Qatar, Bangladeshi Wi-Fi is goated. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, probably because I'm right next to the ocean too, you know. The ocean probably, they're not putting a 5G tower next to the ocean, especially in a jungle. So yeah, it makes sense. If Mourinho Conte does what Luis Enrique did, full media coverage, 100%. That's why I don't like honestly paying attention to, you know, like 4-3-3-1 football, all those types of people when they do these coverage of games, because they're very one-sided when they want to be, like very one-sided, and that's personally why I just have my own opinions. Everyone should have on a game. Otherwise, you get where, you know, I don't know if they, but they won't show part of the story, and it's just not the best. And yeah, it says there that Luis Enrique just went over and gave Enzo Maresca congratulations there. Good from after. Shouldn't have done the first thing for sure. Doesn't matter what João Pedro does. You're an older man. You should know, and you're a coach. You might sign that guy in the future. You never know what you're going to do. You don't want to do that to a player because it's just showing lack of class. And we just have good ends out. The Wi-Fi are trash. If João Neves was going to get a red card, he might have, well, just ripped the entire week. Exactly, you know, if you're doing that, you just like, João Neves, the red card, red field. PSG's players not looking happy about this one, though, that they got the loss there. I still think Dembele's won it. I mean, personally, not my choice who should win it, but I do think, you know, the biggest thing with the Ballon d'Or is PR choice, and that's the problem now. It's not about player status and, you know, winning, being the best player in a year. It's player PR, and that's why you don't see half the time the player that is the best player win. So Dembele, I do think, will win it. I don't think Yamal can win it because, you know, again, not even the best player, but I don't think in the Bayern game, that goal he scored secured his thing. Do you believe Cristiano can win the league? I feel Al Nassr doesn't help him with signings. Al Nassr's problem, again, it's not even to do, because I hear so many people bag Ronaldo saying, oh, he's been in Saudi 3 seasons, can't even win a trophy. It's like, first of all, you've not watched a single Al Nassr game. You've not watched one. You've not watched one single Al Nassr game. The problem with the Al Nassr isn't even the players. It was, first of all, Pioli, absolute joke of a coach, got to say that. Second was Duran, absolute joke of a player. And third of all, it was the board, the Al Nassr board. The Al Nassr board support Al Hilal, so they support the rival team. We're getting rid of some of them. We're not getting rid of all of them, so we're doing better. I'm pretty sure Ronaldo threatened to leave if they didn't give him, you know, a little bit more control. That's why he has more control now. over the club, and people say, oh, he's bigger than the football club. Well, you know, the board is the rival fans, so, you know, he needs to have a little bit more power, otherwise this club's going nowhere. So, yeah, hopefully this season, you know, Ronaldo's going to get some good guys alongside him. I really want some, you know, good talent, not just Duran guys who are coming here and absolutely doing nothing with their life and then, you know, being loaned out the next season. Your winner is Salah, Rafinha. Not only were their stats incredible, but they also stepped up big-time clutch moments. Unfortunately, Salah is not going to win 100%. That is unfortunate, though, because, again, he was out of the tournaments pretty early. He was out of every tournament early except for the Prem. Best Prem player for sure. But, yeah, again, it's unfortunate. But also shout out to Mourinho for making the Turkish League more known. He's going crazy with signings. Yeah, insane. Mourinho going insane in the Turkish League. Insane. But I think it was a bad choice. I mean, what I hope with Duran, you know, so I hope with Duran, he goes to Mourinho, right? Mourinho actually, you know, teaches him how to have an actual good mentality, right? Like, you know, he doesn't have a good mentality. Like, he doesn't have one at all.
Yeah.
So I feel like Mourinho will teach him a good mentality, and then he comes back to Al Nassr after one season on loan and he actually performs properly instead of being an absolute dummy who doesn't perform at all. You know, doesn't try in games. He tried in the first 2 games and then he turned into an absolute, you know, I'm going to do absolutely nothing and hindered the team's progress. And it looks like that PSG are collecting their second place medals. Looks like that. These Chelsea fans in the crowd dancing. Let's see them collect their second place medals. MetLife Stadium, not that full. Like I say again, not that full. I'm surprised. For the semi-final, I was surprised for the final. Semi-final, I thought that, you know, PSG versus Real Madrid would be full capacity. It wasn't. It was actually very empty. And then for, you know, the final, I thought, you know, since the final, maybe it would be more people. Again, no. I'm very surprised by that. Or he doesn't listen to Mourinho and comes back worse. I mean, yeah, that could be the case. I mean, Mourinho could kick him out as well. Mourinho could say, you're now, you know, a reserve player, you don't even play. And then he just gets too bad. Because I heard as well in Colombia national team, he causes a lot of problems. He needs his mentality to be fixed. That's what my thoughts are. His mentality is just not that. He's not good in mental reasons. He is a good player. He just doesn't use his talent at all. But yeah, I hope Mourinho can fix him. I'm sure Cristiano's probably told Mourinho something about him before the signing. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see. It's not even in terms of like he doesn't work well with the players on the team, because he does. He's like nice with the players on the team, like in Al Nassr when I saw him. But it's just that he doesn't have the mental. He's got very childish mentality when he's playing football. It's not great. Say it's more full than I thought. I know it was Madrid in the final, full house. Yeah, 100% more full than I thought as well. I was honestly thinking the stadium would be pretty empty again. But again, there's also the thought that it's a final, so, you know, the stadium should be pretty packed out. So again, surprised that it's not packed, but Madrid versus Chelsea would have been a good watch as well. But this game is a good one to watch too. I'm just happy, you know, maybe it was better Madrid getting out by PSG, because if we got out by Chelsea, maybe that would be a little bit worse feeling. I don't know. At least PSG were the world champions before going. I mean, they're like European champions, you know, so understandable getting out to them. But to Chelsea, like, I mean, I don't think I could. If we beat PSG and then we lost to Chelsea, Chelsea fans ghosted all tournament but showed up in the final. Not even there. I remember the first game for Chelsea. I think it was what was the first game for Chelsea? It wasn't the Chelsea versus Flamengo. It was the one before that. There was like no one there. It was like empty. I forgot what game it was. Was it LAFC in their group? I can't remember. But yeah, that stadium was like half empty. There was like no one there. But yeah, they've all pulled up for this one, which is great. Maybe they're saving all their plane tickets for this one. And yeah, just honestly, big game though. I really am happy with the final. Turned into a nice fun watch. I was just hoping it wasn't going to be like, you know, one where it's a 1-0 at the last, you know, 80th minute, you know, and there's not much attacking. But, you know, with PSG, you know there's going to be attacking. With Chelsea, you know there's going to be attacking too. So that's great to know that we got both attacking sides performing this game. PSG performing less, but still, you know, they were putting up a pretty good fight for some of it. I won't say they weren't performing at all. They were putting up some sort of a fight, but near the end they got too desperate, and it ended up being a loss for them. Just waiting for this one. Nicholas Jackson. What kit is that guy wearing? That's actually a cool kit. He's all wearing some Space Chelsea kit. That's crazy. Little Lampards in the crowd. World champions. They already got the world champions stuff down already. Where's got binoculars? A lot of interesting items there. Is that guy just wrote, like, he had a white shirt, like a plain white shirt, and he wrote PSG on it in like blue marker. Zidane. If you don't go to sleep, she'll tell your mom that didn't watch the match and watch your stream. So you said you don't care. I mean, there's nothing more on here, so if you want to go to sleep, I am 100% understandable. I mean, it's just the prize giving, of course. I even think I can stay the full time because I got to do something like very, very soon. So hopefully they do the prize giving in the next like 5 minutes. Been capping harder than Yamal when he said he's going to own Ronaldo. I mean, yeah, that was pretty cap from Yamal. Prize giving when? Hurry. I'd love to watch the prize giving. She's trying to blackmail you. Yeah, sure. Don't accept the blackmail. Okay, finally delivering out the medals. That took about 10 years. Why are there flight attendants delivering the medals out? There's a Golden Glove award too, and the top scorer. Wait, is Gonzalo Garcia? I mean, who's the top scorer? Gonzalo Garcia?
I think so, but
I think he's got 5 goals.
How many goals does Palmer have?
I don't know. Wait, is Cole Palmer the top scorer now? Check on FootMob.
Not sure.
You can go into the tournament page and it should let you see who the top scorer is.
Player stats. Top scorer Gonzalo Garcia. 4 goals. I thought he had 5.
There's a lot of people tied with 4 goals. Oh, wow. Is it a 4-way tie? It's
Di Maria, Garassi.
Gonzalo Garcia, Leonardo Garassi, Di Maria.
It will go to Marcus Leonardo or Gonzalo Garcia because I don't have penalties. Di Maria, 4 penalties. What?
I want to see what Trump says on the interview. I can't hear. And a bunch of randos this final. Yo, Donald's coming out here. Gianni's also coming out. Is Donald going to hand over the medals? I think he is. And a lot of applause here for these guys coming out. Isn't Chelsea's owner American? I think he owns like Walmart or something. Yeah, there he is. He's on the left there. D. Penaria. He actually joined Rosario in the previous game, Rosario, and he scored in his debut for his boyhood club, which is great. Love to hear from him.
Was it a penalty
and then he got injured.
something?
No, it was a regular goal. And then he got injured about 10 minutes later.
No, it was a penalty.
Wait, it was? Okay, yeah, you're right. D. Penaria, because he scored his debut goal was a pen as well. Wow, he scored 4 pens in a row. Wait, 5 pens. Because 5 pens in a row. He scored
Let's
4.
see all of his goals last season in Liga Portugal.
I swear Gonzalo Garcia had 5 goals though. Where I see the PSG versus Madrid game is 77,000 people. They're saying this one had 70,000, but the average is 38,000. No way there is 77,000 in that Madrid versus PSG game. That stadium was empty. That was an empty stadium there. They're absolutely hard capping saying that was 77,000. They said that these stadiums, half of them were full, and when they were completely empty, so there's no way. Okay, come on, hand out these medals, guys. Let's go. Every ref this tournament has been against PSG. They still made it this far. I mean, I mean, personally, watching every ref in the tournament's been trash. That's what I will say. Every ref has been atrocious. Chelsea owners is also co-owner of Dodgers and Lakers. Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. Very sporty guy then, I guess. He's going to be happy at least that one of his teams has got something here, being Chelsea.
I swear Gonzalo Garcia had 5 goals though, like. What? Yeah.
Yes, and Gonzalo Garcia is the top goal scorer. It's not. I swear he had 5 as well. I think they just didn't add one onto FootMob. But yeah, he's got 5 goals. I think top scorer. I don't know if he's here or not.
Yeah, will he get his award?
Let's see. I don't think he's here. To be honest, yeah, he's not here. I think they'll just ship the award to him. To be honest. And Doué's first to collect his medal.
I do think player of the tournament will go to someone like Cole Palmer, maybe.
And
or might even go to Demba. What?
Doué got a silver ball. What was that? Oh, was it young player of the tournament? Oh, 4 goals, 1 assist. Okay, I see.
5 goals and against. Okay.
The Madrid game you went against Juve had 66,000. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the Juventus. This referee is just bad in general. This is an AFC ref. This is what you get in the AFC Champions League. It's just the same quality of ref, which is poor. Robert Sanchez coming through. Clean sheets.
I think. I'm not sure. I would have expected
I thought it was going to be
Donnarumma.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Donnarumma as well. Robert Sanchez got Golden Glove. That's crazy.
Player stats.
Yeah, Golden Glove. He got Golden Glove. Let's have a look. It's near the bottom.
Attack.
It's near the bottom, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going down. Defense.
It's in goal, I think.
Goalkeeping, clean sheets, Donnarumma.
Yeah, Donnarumma had 5.
Oh, save percentage there. That's why I said percentage.
Okay. 81.5% save percentage. Okay. Makes sense. I was going to say, but Donnarumma had 5 clean sheets, but I guess that's also a defensive work. It's not really just goalkeeping.
Robert Sanchez had 3 clean sheets and 22 saves in the tournament. I'm like, wow.
Cole Palmer got best player of the tournament, I think.
Yeah, okay. Deserved, honestly.
Yeah. Golden Ball.
Yeah, that's player of the tournament.
Yeah, player of the tournament. Interesting. Adidas. I didn't know Adidas sponsored. Cool. I feel like all these matches were staged. Why did Chelsea have such an easy tie? Why was almost every ref in the knockout matches PSG? I don't think it's staged. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but I think the refs were honestly poor. Are all the refs getting medals? This is every ref from the tournament. That guy got a gold medal. Yeah, I think this is every ref from the tournament, to be honest. So if I'm a referee, I just get a free medal?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Why not just apply to be a referee? You just get a free medal every time. No, I think this is the VAR officials and this isn't all the refs. It's just the VAR officials and the first ref and the second linesman. So if you get picked, nominated as the referee for the final, you just get literally a free golden medal that the players get as well. That is cool. Why is Donald so slouched, by the way? Getting a photo with the referees. Infantino and his friends. Get the picture of the ref. Petition for me, Dino and Dino to rehost the Bayern PSG match. Why was no one talking about Anthony Taylor bias after the bar? Because Anthony Taylor weaseled his way through that. No referee deserves a medal in this tournament. Exactly. No referee deserves the medals in this tournament. That is the fact. They were all atrocious. Especially the guy who did this final. He's just atrocious. Don't know how he got a medal, but he did. And PSG now collecting their silver medals. Khalifa got caught last game showing hand gestures for on PSG Twitter page. Put Paris from now they're being mocked. I see. Yeah, they're definitely being mocked. Yeah.
Instead of the E now.
Yeah, they're gonna have CH 3LSEA, or will it be CHELS 3A? I think it'll be 3 at the end, maybe. Nah, 3 at the start looks better. I don't know. That's probably going to be the mock slang. But all the PSG guys collecting their medals. And Doué getting his second award. Luis Enrique coming up as well. Zelmari, Mayulu, Fabian Ruiz, Kimpembe. Kimpembe gets an award? Did bro even play?
No, he didn't.
Hakimi. Bro got a free medal for doing nothing, for bench warming. Donnarumma. And some other guys.
No, I don't think the people on the bench are getting medals. I think they're just going up.
Oh, they aren't? Okay. We'll see. I don't know if they are. No, they are. They're getting medals. Nuno Mendes.
No, this is the people that are playing.
No, that previous guy didn't play. Who the heck was that? One last Sue this tournament? Yeah, for sure. Once the prizes, once they do the trophy lift, I'll do the Sue. Okay. And there, all the medals given, I think. Goncalo Ramos, Vitinha, and Luis Enrique. And getting his medal, Luis Enrique, there. His silver medal. Hugging Nasser Khalifa. And now it's going to be the gold medal winners, Chelsea, who I'm very surprised to say. I still was about to say PSG there because I'm so used to saying them winning it. Chelsea won, get the gold medals, and it's been an honor as well to talk with you guys in this tournament. And we're still going to be doing more. Next football games, I'll plan in, I'll schedule them all in. Once I get back as well, I'll start doing a proper schedule. Was I pushing your chair away?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll do a proper schedule when the preseason start, when I get back from this, this holiday, and we can start scheduling in consistent streams again every single day as per usual. Yes, my first vlog. But yeah, it's been a pleasure as well, Kieran. So W's. Everyone collecting their medals now. Let's go. And lagging out a little bit. Guehi gets his medal. He actually almost forgot to put his medal on. He just walked away. Evil Saka. There we go. Enzo getting his medal. And it's going to be Caicedo next. Enzo Maresca's just talking with one of the FIFA officials. Don't know what he's talking about. Only legend now, we passed the time in the Chelsea-Benfica delay game. 4.5 hour delay. Yeah, the longest delay. And only Flamengo win Chelsea. Chelsea win the tournament. Yeah, exactly. Flamengo did a good job getting the only win against Chelsea, which is impressive, W's to Flamengo, to be honest, like really good on them, just showcasing Brazilian football. Same with Fluminense, same with, because it's over. Exactly, small because it happened, but there's still going to be more games, This is only the beginning. It's only the beginning, so we'll be doing more and more as the time goes on. Probably the biggest one will be the World Cup. That one was going to be a big moment. But Club World Cup is a great way to introduce, the football consistently on the channel. And honestly, really enjoyed the tournament. So, very enjoyable tournament. Reece James is going to be last going up there. And he's going to be lifting the trophy too. Let's see. Reece, the captain. Why are you just staring like... staring... It's like your head, it's only your eyes are on, so like that.
Staring at Reece James getting ready.
Yeah. And Enzo Maresca just collecting his. We'll be doing streams between now and the start of the regular season. Yes, 100%. I'll be doing pre-seasons, 100% for those. I'll be doing some other football streams. I'll be also... as well, after I get back from this holiday is going to be a bit inconsistent, because you can see the Wi-Fi issues at first hand. But when we get back, we'll be doing as many streams as possible, every day, still going at it. Because, this is what I want to be as my job. And I want to do it as good as possible. So that's what I want to do. and that's how you grow, you know. Respect for the grind, hustle, loved it. Keep up the grind. I know you'll accomplish your goal one day. Until next time we meet. Yes, exactly. Peace out, Ion. Thank you, and have a nice sleep as well. Gaming streams, 100% we'll be doing gaming streams, but not just those as well, because there's more football games. The pre-seasons have started already. You know, Liverpool played their pre-season today, so we'll be doing pre-season games whenever they're available. I'll try and find as many as possible that are of good quality. Oh, you're still here until the stream ends. Yes, yeah, I'm going to be watching this trophy lift, and it's taking the president and Infantino to lift this one. Give it to Reece James. Are they going to be in the photo, or are they actually going to be in the prize giving with them? Bro's going to lift it with them. Bro's lifting it with them. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, interesting. But Reece James lifts the trophy, and that is it. I'm surprised that. Okay, that was interesting. Both presidents.
Just engulfed. I think he was just.
Yeah, I think they're both engulfed. And I think both presidents, Infantino and Trump, were both inside of the trophy lift there. But yeah, all the guys lifting the trophies. Congratulations, Chelsea. Congratulations, Chelsea fans. Honestly, very enjoyable to watch this game. Very enjoyable competition, and that is all. Thank you so much, guys. Please make sure you don't forget to react to the next Bangladesh football game. Yes, I won't forget. Also, hit the Sue. Let's go. Hit the Sue, and then we'll end. Thank you so much, guys, and see you guys next time. One Sue. Ready, set, go. Sue. Let's go. Okay. Peace out, guys. Thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next stream, which I don't know when it will be. I'll let you guys know. Just know there probably won't be, there's no stream today.